Hello. Welcome. Woo! Welcome, everyone. A full table.
This feels good.
Oh, I got to hold on. Welcome to this week's episode of Press Any Key. Remember to like the stream. Follow us on all social media. It's just at pressantykey.tv. And Instagram mostly.
Pinterest.
And subscribe.
Yeah. Starting an Etsy store soon.
And
too.
follow us on whatever app you're listening to this on currently.
But yeah.
Or watching.
Tip your bartender.
Yeah, true.
100%.
Yeah.
Always bet on black.
The service is
black.
never bad
Can't
enough
go
for
wrong.
someone to go hungry. Like,
Yeah. Unless they physically did not bring you your food.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
the
the
most
Unless you've
enlightened
actually
thing
gone
you've
hungry.
ever seen.
Exactly. Yeah. Unless you actually gone hungry. Yeah.
No, we're not allowed to just start judging what isn't enlightened in
Although
what I say.
I've actually had a waitress.
No, I won't allow it.
Hold on,
I've actually had
hold
a
on.
waitress quit mid service on me and my family.
No shit.
Actually, yeah. It
Did
was
you guys
me.
pull the, does that mean my meal's free?
No,
I would for
We
certain
didn't
say
do
she
any of that.
deserves to go hungry then.
Yeah,
Probably
exactly.
her,
That was
yeah.
like she literally brought out all of our food, and then my little cousin, who at the time was like 5 years old, ordered like chicken nuggets or something like that, whatever it was.
And that was too much.
And
The straw.
they never came out. And so like 10 minutes go by, my cousin goes up and is like, "Hey, my son didn't, he didn't get his chicken nuggets." And they were like, "Oh, your waitress quit." Like, well, why didn't you bring out the chicken nuggets then?
You knew who our table was and who was being waitstaffed by, and it's like, oh, you're definitely one of the tables that chick quit on.
Yeah. Oh, those are your chicken nuggets. Oh, we ate them.
Oh, yeah,
sorry.
man, they're gone.
They're way gone.
What chicken nuggets you guys looking for?
We never had chicken nuggets. They were never on the menu.
Just gaslight the entire. Welcome to Press Any Key.
Welcome to Press Any Key. We're back. All right. We got some stuff to talk about this week, guys.
Unlike
Couple
other
things.
weeks.
Damn.
Unlike last week.
I've never thought about anything or talked about anything.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
No.
true. This is the first time I've ever done this.
Mm-hmm. Feels
Okay.
like it.
Also, by the way, about the lack of clips last week is because the first two clips I got out of the show were about vaccines and the audit, and I was like, okay, so I'll just kill our engagement.
Yeah, probably
We're a
not.
politics podcast now.
This is what happened when Danny goes away for 2 weeks.
It just goes off the rails.
Yeah, but no, we're back this week, and we got fun stuff. Dr. Disrespect.
Doc.
He's making his own game development studio, gentlemen,
Thank God.
and Jess.
Oh yeah, Jess is here tonight.
We'd like to thank Jess.
Yeah, we like to thank Jess.
I came back.
She's back. If you guys heard her.
I'm sorry, okay? I don't have a big enough board. Look, if we want to get a big enough board, let's pull some money together.
Go to
get it, you know?
pressanykey.tv/GoFundMe.
Donate to the GoFundMe just so you can hear Jess say hi.
Yeah. All right. So, Dr. Disrespect's making a game development studio. Now, this is one of those things where it's like the article is a very big stretch of, reality.
Yeah.
It's wishful thinking.
He just like put a posting on the Champions Club website for a job listing.
Yeah, I have it up
For a studio head,
for
right?
gaming studio head.
Yeah. And then he specified nothing but working with big influencers on mega titles.
It
Yeah.
was 5+
all of
years
this, I believe.
of producing experience and experience launching games to audiences of over 100,000.
AAA or AA plus games. It
Oh,
was like-
okay.
so it was just like, you need to just really be somebody in this industry apparently
Yeah.
who I think has any shot of it, but it's offering a co-founder position with super high equity, so they're just getting completely in on the ground floor.
Yeah, no, if you can get in on it, especially someone like Doc is one of those few streamers that actually, if he makes a game, he's actually qualified to make a game.
Right,
Because
'cause he
he
worked
on-
was a game developer.
he worked on
Black,
COD.
Yeah, he worked
Yeah.
on Black Ops.
He did most of the levels for Advanced Warfare too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. He was a map developer, and actually, he recently there was a game Rogue One.
No,
which is-
Rogue Company.
Rogue Company.
Which
There was, but
Go
yeah.
ahead.
So he developed a level for Rogue Company. It was an actual map where it was his stadium that he broadcast
The arena.
from the
Yeah.
arena. Yeah. Welcome to the arena.
Danny's just close enough every
It's
time.
just just give it to
I'm
me.
just saying,
give
there's
it to
two
me.
people that watch Doc at this table.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
Maybe one of them watches them a little bit more closely.
I'm sorry. Whoa. Can you do the whole spiel? Can you do the entire spiel?
No, I can't.
We're at the tippity top of the mountain.
I
We're
like
only
the
halfway there.
I like the what's it called? I liked that Rogue Company map deal. It was like his first day back on stream. He's like, should we fire up a game? He's like, what game should I play? And he downloaded Rogue Company and he started to play it. And he's like, this game's great. And he just goes, Rogue Company, you should let me design a map. So people just clipped that and sent that to Rogue Company. And Rogue Company was probably like, yo.
And then he
whatever you want.
actually he did a design, like an outline of one, and tweeted it at Rogue Company just with a bunch of question marks. And then next thing you know, there's a map of the arena
great.
from Rogue Company. Yeah,
And it's good.
And it was he had a skin in it too. Like there was actually like a Doc skin.
That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, it was awesome.
It's what he wants to do is he wants to start a gaming, company and studio and like make games that other like big streamers want to play.
Right.
Like that they actually want to develop.
How original.
Which I don't think is gonna go well. Like because like this one person, like you're asking, I mean, people who play a lot of video games is one thing, but it doesn't
Right.
mean that you like are qualified to design an entire game.
I mean, does it
I
mean
think
that they're
he is.
designing
No,
it?
no,
or-
not Doc. I'm saying like
Oh,
I go to
well,
you as whomever. Like you're a
Okay,
big.
the best thing I can compare it to is like I watch a lot of technology videos, like a lot of streaming AV stuff, right?
Car
And
washing.
a lot of car washing, yeah. A lot of that stuff
Model
they talk
trains.
about how like
Where's
for
Charlie?
instance, Alpha Gaming, Harris Heller talks about how he literally speaks to Elgato and gives them just like they ask him, "What do you need as a content creator?"
Yeah. I mean,
And
that like
like
it makes
that. I
sense.
feel like it's that type of relationship. It's not going to be like, hey, can you program this section of
That-
Unreal
No,
Engine?
I don't think that they're gonna like be the obviously people that are programming or doing it in that way. I just think it's gonna be games that are gonna feel like cash grabs to me.
Yeah.
Honestly,
The
I'm
games
gonna
that
try
Doc is
one.
going to develop.
the games that this studio develops
Okay,
because
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like you as a whomever, it's like we're gonna. I mean, like you said, like they do contribute to games and like changes and patches and everything because they're the people that are playing them a ton. I just don't know. I don't think. I think some people it'll work and you'll get a really good game out of. I think other people it's like,
Honestly,
it's gonna be a crapshoot.
I made the decision over the weekend. I want to make a game too. You guys want to hear the concept
yeah?
for my game?
Let's hear it.
What are you gonna? How are you gonna make
It's gonna
it?
be Goldilocks and the Three Bears, except you're gonna massacre those three bears
as Goldilocks.
as Goldilocks.
So you're in their house waiting for them
But
to
like
come.
style of
and you
like
gotta-
Hotel Miami.
Oh,
You know what I'm
you just
okay.
want a top down
Yeah,
like
yeah,
old arcade
yeah,
shooter.
yeah.
kinda.
That really takes the indie scene by storm.
And is
Yeah,
it
you
like,
walk
are you
in shotgun 3 beers and it's like, you've won.
Yeah,
That's it,
exactly.
Yeah.
well, or that, or like, are you setting up like traps for like when they walk in, like Home Alone style?
Ooh,
Definitely.
like
Yeah.
bear
Well,
traps.
that's,
Definitely.
that's just
Yeah,
hella
Well,
yeah.
listen,
neighbor.
we
Like,
can
that
just
game's
do.
already been
Well, listen, we
made.
can just do. Listen, we can incubate this brainstorm. We can do this though. Like genuinely, I had a conversation with two of my friends over the weekend, and like we could pool the resources if we really wanted to make a game.
We can't even get
However-
a big enough board.
However, I actually think it would be
Damn
better.
it.
Let's reach out to Doc, and let's see if Doc wants to get in on this game with us. That could be Doc's first game.
Could work.
Yeah, just so then we can partner with Doc. And then
I was thinking more of like
just,
Saw for Goldilocks and the Three
Okay.
Bears.
I
But,
just
like-
want to touch his mustache.
That's all you want to do.
That's all I want to do. That's all I want to do. Just get close enough.
Let's get a. Ooh, he got it.
I
This
got
is
it.
so
I got
strange.
Should have.
It's good to be
Should have
back.
been grown out a mullet, Nick.
All right. Well.
It keeps his neck
Give me a
dry
few
when it
months.
rains.
Give me a few months, right?
Okay, yeah, but I think he said something. All right, so like there's speculation about what games they're going to be making. Competitive shooters for sure. And that's pretty much it. I don't think they'll do anything else.
No. Doc won't. He probably won't do. Like he's not gonna do like a what's it called? A single player game or anything like that.
No.
And he's already voiced his concern for how much he hates Warzone, like over
Yes.
and over again. He won't shut up about how much he hates Warzone. So anything that Warzone does, he's literally just gonna do the opposite of.
Gonna be like, no.
Yeah. Gonna fix all the audio issues because all he talks about are audio issues. Anytime he dies, it's an audio issue, hands down. So this game is gonna have crisp audio.
Well, that was one of the like criticisms that the article brought up. They were like, how specific gamers are about little things and things like that. And I was like, dude, they're not gonna focus on it. Like they are not gonna be the people who've like I've bug tested this 50,000 times playing my own game. Like the article was like, it's gonna be too nitpicky with everything.
Oh, you mean
like in the
his
minutia?
critique.
Like, well, like as in like because if like you're a gamer And you're like, I hate the fucking way that this, revolver clicks after you reload it. And it's like, the article had like a whole paragraph.
I just feel like unless like it's so like for something like that, like sound design, unless it's so obviously weak and takes you out of it, like I don't notice. Like,
Oh no!
I think one of the most well-designed games is actually Battlefront 1 from EA. The sound of that impact grenade is like one of the craziest sounds I've heard in my life.
They had a lot of good source material to work with.
I mean,
like
yes,
all the
but
Ben Burt audio.
Well, my point is just that like it, when a game is designed well, like sound wise, it stands out. If its sound is designed bad, I don't think many people notice.
No.
Yeah, as
I don't
opposed
think
to
so
other
either.
features that could be more game breaking.
Yeah.
No, and also when Doc blames the audio, it's because he did something stupid,
It's a
and he's
joke.
just
Yeah,
looking. He's
yeah,
just
yeah.
looking for something to blame, and that's the audio. But I'm excited.
I like when he screams.
Oh, he's great.
It doesn't say when they're looking to like hire or launch or anything. There's like no details. The only detail is just like we're hiring a
I
studio.
really love the Resident Evil clip that he has. I want to play now.
Because I'm gonna have some fun. It's gonna be so fun.
I want to play now. You have to be
the-
crazier
One
than
of
what's
the
ever
best
in the
clips
basement.
he had is, unfortunately, we can never get moments like this again because he can't play with Twitch streamers anymore since he's been banned from Twitch. But when he was playing with Tim the Tapman in Warzone, and Tim was in the gulag, and you just hear, all right, Doc, give me the comms. All right, back left. Back left. Back left. He's still back left. He's not moving. He's not going anywhere.
Back left, back left, back left, back left. Like it just gets louder. Back left. He got him, right? He did get him.
Oh,
right?
no, he got him.
He got him
because the guy didn't
And then
move.
I remember he after he kills him, he just goes like, "I told you, back left." Like, that's a great clip too.
Any game that he comes out with, will it be good? Probably. It'll probably be fun for maybe like an hour, and then I guarantee it's probably going to get old pretty fast.
But will he play Halo? Ooh, what a nice segue. Damn.
Only if the
Good job.
only if the bots get learn a little bit better.
Yeah, okay. So I
they're
actually
learning.
looked into that a little bit more. There is a tweet with some gameplay, and it looks like a bot. It does. It I don't think
Can you pull it up?
I think like it doesn't really like I don't think it's an initial taunt, like or an intentional taunt rather.
I think it was just like a weird like.
I think it's
input-y
just
kind of
like
thing.
a weird inputty kind of thing.
Yeah.
And
This is yeah.
what ends up
Halo Infinite's new AI bots.
yeah.
Are,
Like I think it just like thought it had to crouch for a second.
Well, yeah, based
Yeah.
on
Like,
the
watch.
article, it's saying it's trying to climb.
Wait, go back.
Watch. Zooms in just
Yeah, I think it's like trying to understand where like the
The stairs.
yeah,
stairs are.
exactly. But I mean,
However,
like, it's funny.
I wanna,
It's really
I wanna
funny.
believe.
I do.
wanna believe
I
that
do.
the AIs are learning to teabag.
I do
Well,
want to believe
the
that as
funny
well.
thing is the
Just like
developers
Free
said
Guy.
yeah. The developers said we never want to punish learning for these AI, especially not by having bots engage in behaviors that make people feel exclusionary. For that reason, we don't explicit programming that tells the bots to they don't remove the programming that would tell bots to teabag or taunt you in any way. They're like, we're not doing this.
Well, that's the thing. If you aren't prepared to get teabagged in Halo, you should not be playing
Yeah.
Halo. That's
I thought
that's not
Halo
the
and
game.
teabagging went together.
Yeah.
That's it exactly. If you die and you get teabagged, you can't get mad. It's just like, yeah, I died.
Because
It's
you're
the
gonna,
culture.
You're gonna
And yeah.
teabag. It's it's
Of course, because
the
then
sins
I'm
of
gonna
the father.
find.
This is not a great. This is not a great take.
Because then I'm gonna find that guy
This
and
is
I'm
an
gonna
awful
teabag
take.
him. 100%.
I will say this though. I think it'd be hilarious if just for like 24 hours, like somebody on their team was like, "Let's let the ones that grief out for a bit." And like, let's just see what happens. And then like 2 hours later, these videos stopped. All right, turn them off. Yeah, yeah.
Delete it,
Like,
delete
which
that
would be
post.
totally fine. Once again, like, yeah, we want to see what the fuck would happen. And then Twitter would be like, how could they ever put out these bots? Because great clips, great content. That's why.
So-
Because you're crying and a robot is putting its metaphorical
be-
balls on your face.
There should be a
And that's
toggle. Like, do you want to get teabagged or not?
It's like you set the level for the bot bot, and then you
Yeah.
can also set teabag.
You said
Yes.
taunting levels.
There's a teabag slider.
Or like sometimes like in the chat they'll just post like dipshit.
It's like English breakfast to oolong tea. It's like where you want it on the scale.
Yeah. That would be great.
But the thing is, like, I feel like unless they've like programmed the bots that to have like personality or like weird mistakey little things to make them more realistic, nothing about like teabagging gives you an actual advantage in playing. So like the bot wouldn't like learn.
What are you
to be,
talking
like,
about? You're not talking about you've never played Halo, obviously.
The
It gets in
bot
your
will
head.
It's
not-
obvious.
Yeah, but
It's
I
obvious.
mean, for people, there's
It's psychological
that human
warfare at that
aspect.
point.
Yeah, but I don't know if a machine can understand psychological warfare. We've introduced it into a Halo
I
AI.
know.
You've made it a soldier.
Yeah. Well, that's
Well,
the problem.
well, the thing is, it's gonna learn that if I teabag,
why do you think
all
they
of a
killed
sudden
the
that
battle
player
rifle's
is,
damage at distance, bro? Those bots
like,
will fuck you up and
it's
then
gonna learn
teabag you.
if you teabag, you're all of a sudden that player is gonna be tilted, and it's just like, oh, that player really sucks after I teabag him, so I'm gonna keep teabagging.
It's
him.
like a causation versus like correlation. It's like, wow, these people that are killing people are doing this.
Hey, you guys.
So I must be doing
I
this
must
if
be
I want to
doing
kill
this.
people.
if we continuously tilt our community over and over again, they'll buy more battle passes, right?
You get the grunt birthday party when you shoot like a little grunt in the
Well,
head
that's
and-
if you put the birthday party skull on.
I know, but I'm saying it's like you get
Yay!
incentivized to like shoot
Yeah.
them in the nuts. And
Yeah.
then you get the little explosion
Yeah.
with the teabag.
And so many better conversations have been had.
This is the best.
It's
the
just
best.
purely hysterical. There's nothing like
It's funny, like it's
innocently funny
people
too.
people
like,
get
Yeah.
so upset like when they see teabagging videos, or like they get really offended when people get murdered and then teabagged, and it's just it brings a smile to my face, because not only are you
100%.
eating shit right now, but you're letting the metaphorical shit talking get to you. You know what I
One
mean?
thing that's kind of nuts though is if this AI is learning to teabag, when Skynet goes live and we have a bunch of Terminators coming down on us, people are just going to be getting murked in the streets, and then you're just going to see the Arnold Schwarzeneggers just like teabagging them.
you have like a young girl watches her family get killed.
And then teabagged.
That'll make you the savior of the human race right there. We need that.
You hear the hydraulics and everything.
A latch opens and hinges and
Yeah.
creaks. Like
You just see these two gears come out.
Yeah, this has officially gone too far. So that's
do you want us to
almost
do?
a
Yeah,
good
Seriously, we're talking
five.
about
It's
teabagging.
almost a good 5 minutes on teabagging right now. So
Let's talk about Trolls World Tour.
I mean,
we talk about teabagging.
yeah. So who is this guy? Who's this guy from 343 they talk to? I want to make sure I get his name right. A developer.
Developer, yeah.
We never want to punish. Yeah. Engage in. We went over this quote, but the other thing was we want players to feel comfortable making mistakes against bots, because making mistakes means you're improving and working on your skills that you haven't mastered yet. While that is true, this man fundamentally misunderstands the Halo 3 community that wants to come back to this game and teabag the shit out of everyone, because that's all we did in that game.
There's a
Like,
whole generation
Yeah.
of kids that have not. I'm gonna stop.
yeah.
I'm
Let's just
catching myself.
Let's just
before
say
that's coming
there's
out
a
of the
whole generation of kids that have never spent a Saturday night in a Halo 3 lobby or a Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 lobby.
Hell, we'll leave it
Getting
as
teabagged.
detailed as
Yep,
that.
that's it. Yeah.
Getting
It's tea
teabagged.
time at the middle school.
Yeah. This is definitely getting demonetized for sure. We are
Bring
not
up some
making
tea bags.
any money on this stream.
Wait, we were making money before this?
Oh no.
Oh, I've made a mistake.
Oh no.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that was
I hope
good.
it continues.
Yeah.
I hope they learn
But now that
more
we all have
taunting.
PCs, actually, this is a good opportunity to talk about it. So, Danny put a solid 2 hours into his gaming PC. Nick, you could talk on this for a bit too, because we spent the whole night, dude. Dude, that's one of my favorite Sea of Thieves memories. Is what we fucking did to that
Dude,
guy.
that was great.
That
Did
was
you hear
great.
about
Oh
this?
no! What did you guys do?
Okay, hold on. We'll start with this, and then we'll get to
Just
him.
gonna teabag me with
Because-
that little bit of.
We it was the night
back.
after we had our like after we had our production meeting, Pat and I jumped into Sea of Thieves, and I was like just kind of having an off day, so I wasn't sure how long I was gonna play. We're sailing around, and as soon as we like leave the dock, another guy, he
With a
he
bigger
pulls up
ship.
with a much bigger ship. He just like waves at us, and we're sailing away. And Pat's trying to figure out, what
Is he
our
gonna kill us,
adventure
or-
is going to be. And I'm like, should we fire at him? And Pat's like, yeah, let's do it. So we fucked this guy. Pat's like throwing fire bombs at his boat.
So two things. One, I know that if you turn the wheel any which direction, like hard, right, and you drop the anchor while you're going
You're
full
gonna
speed,
turn, yeah.
you'll immediately turn the ship around in that direction. So we did that,
like the
and we
e-brake
started
for
coming
ships.
back to
Exactly.
him, and he thought that we were coming like back to like say hello. Now remember what I told you the other
waved
day
again.
about me watching the
These
documentary
guys really want to say hi.
about like 18th and 17th century like ships and
Yeah.
how it's not really you want to sink wooden ships because wood floats, you want to set them on fire.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'm gonna throw a fucking firebomb on his deck and he won't be able to put it out. And it worked. I threw a firebomb on his deck and we passed him, and then we come back and we start shooting cannons at him. And then when we come back for the second time, his whole mast is up and the whole front of his boat, like he's throwing water on it. And we're just hammering it with cannons. Eventually, it sinks though. It was
That
great.
poor man is
That
just
poor
like,
guy.
He's like, I'm waiting for my friends to get online. I'm gonna stock the boat. I'm gonna wave to some friendly people.
We killed a boss.
You murdered him.
We killed a boss.
Wait,
Wait,
what?
cool.
There's a boss?
Yeah, there's some boss
You know those
islands.
like spires in the sky, the light beams.
Is that new? Was that one we played before?
I mean, at
It's
least
there now.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But we just were like, let's go see what it is, and we had like a major boss battle, and some guys joined up.
Some
with us
guys
and-
joined up with us,
Yo,
and then we
that's
formed
cool,
we
okay.
formed an alliance, which means any missions they did, we got gold, and vice versa.
Oh, that's cool.
And then
I
they
feel it
sent
was
me their
not this
Discord
in
invite.
depth The last time I played it.
Well, the last time that I really dived into it too, they hadn't put out the story content yet, which we
Right.
did the first 2 raids on, and it's actually a lot of fun, and I really can't wait to finish up the next 2.
How many are there? 5 in that
I
hole?
think there's 4 and like a boss.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's fun though. I'm
cool.
having
It's
a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited to jump into
Get
it.
in here.
Especially most of the like a lot of gaming clips that I see are usually Sea of Thieves, where it's things like that, where someone's waving and then they
Kraken
just end up
and
dying.
2
Oh,
megalodons.
Dude, yeah, we fought a kraken and 2 megalodons.
First of all, there is a kraken and megalodon in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Those exist. They're
Yeah.
sea monsters.
that was
Yeah.
yeah. Pat and I are just sailing, and then like we're like all of a sudden dramatic music starts happening, and we're both like, I wonder what's going on. And I look down. I'm halfway up, climbing to the crow's nest. I look down, and a giant megalodon comes out of the ocean, and that was just the
first one
we
that
didn't
we
fight that
no,
one, right?
We didn't fight that one, but then we sailed past that. We did the boss,
We
everything,
knew,
made the
it was
alliance.
there. We in that region.
Coming back for you.
We were sailing with this other crew who we made the alliance with, and they're sailing next to us, and the megalodon shows up. So both of us drop our anchors and we start shooting at this thing. We kill it and we go.
It's ramming their ship. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
We go into the trading outpost, and all of a sudden all the water gets black, and I'm like, what's going on? And then all these tentacles come out and grab our
Jesus
boat.
Christ.
So then the other crew was in front of us. So I guess they turned around because they fired somebody out of a cannon
Yeah.
to get to our boat
to help out.
to help out. So he was just like, you just steer and bail out water. I'll deal with the Kraken tentacles.
Okay.
And like fought them off. And so basically the 3 of us worked as a team to
awesome.
get out of there.
I got grabbed by a tentacle and it's just
Like,
waving
oh
me
my
around in the
God.
sky.
Damn.
That's
Yeah,
terrible.
it's some
It was a lot of
serious
fun.
shit.
Yeah, you got to get in there.
I'm excited.
A lot crazier than the Ratchler. I'm sorry.
I beg to differ. It's pretty crazy. Love is crazy.
Okay, you're right.
Finding love is crazy.
You're
That's
right.
crazy.
You're right.
As we learned. from
But
Free
go
Guy.
on. So now that we side railed that, but yeah, Sea of Thieves, good game. Can't wait to go back.
Steam, I can get that on Steam. I'm now
No,
learning.
Game Pass. You get Game Pass.
Okay, all right. See, this is the thing. This is what I'm now learning. I need to learn what games I can get from Steam, then what games I can get from Game Pass. Which, how much is Game Pass again?
Game Pass is $5 a month.
Fi-
or whatever,
$5.
right? Yeah.
Okay.
Well, when
all
he
right.
first signs up, it'll be $2 for the $1 for the first month, $2 for the second, and then it'll be $5 for the first year, and then it'll go
Hell
to
yeah.
10 after
So
that.
it's the cost of one AAA game, over the
Got
course
it.
of a year.
Got it. Okay. Okay. But yeah. So booted that baby up. What was the first game I downloaded, you ask? Skyrim, of course.
Oh, I thought it was going to
Yep.
be Cyberpunk.
I was thinking about it. But Cyberpunk has just burned me too hard. Where I'm just like, I can't go
You
back.
don't want to bring that like
I can
into
never
this
go
new
back.
computer.
No, of course not. This is a safe place.
Right.
This is
New.
a sanctuary, and I don't want Cyberpunk
Don't wanna
touching
have to,
any of
like-
the hardware. No, I don't want it doing anything. But I downloaded Skyrim on general principle, just because now that I have a new machine, I need Skyrim on it. I played it for maybe 10 minutes, and I was like, perfect. I made my money's worth on this. And then I jumped into Valorant. So I was playing Valorant. I was doing a little Spike Rush. I don't know if you guys realize this, but when you go from console to PC, the graphics are way better.
Yeah.
Like, oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, I remember
It's shocking.
when
It's
I
on-
when
the
I
frame
went
rates
from
not dropping.
when I went from console Call of Duty to PC Call of Duty, it was like something I'd never seen before.
Yeah. I almost want to jump back into Warzone just so I can see what is Warzone like on
Oh yeah, you can actually
console.
see
Yeah.
what's going on.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's
Sorry,
also-
on PC.
You're also like now have both like better, obviously better graphics and everything, but also like a better monitor.
Better
'Cause
monitor. It's
you're not
closer
playing it on
now.
like a weird, like a maybe your living room TV that
Yeah.
might be 10 years old.
He's
or whatever.
definitely got a better monitor now
10 feet
too. What
away
I
from
just
you.
gave him.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, I
like,
gotta give you the headset too before you leave.
All
Don't
right,
let
yeah.
me forget. Seriously.
but
Nobody in this room let me forget that.
Nobody.
Goddamn it! I'll kick myself for the rest of my fucking life.
But yeah, so I jumped into a little Valorant. Of course, there's a huge learning curve on going from controller to now
Gotta get them aim
mouse.
trainers.
Oh, dude, I need to download one of those actually, because I can't hit for shit. I finally, after like 3 or 4 games, I finally got a kill, and I was playing with Matt. He was like, good job, buddy, this is great. Oh my God, it was like first kill. Yeah,
the first time
It's
I
like
played-
the rest of the team is just telling me you suck.
The first
You're not
time-
doing anything.
The first time I played Valorant, I went 19
first
rounds
time.
with 1 kill. Okay,
It's you have
It's
to
a rough game.
You have to learn
Sounds
to.
like my one season as a wrestler.
it's not like
You killed someone.
I killed one guy.
it's not
It's not a run and shoot game.
No, you have to stop
You gotta hug
and
the
you gotta
corners,
shoot.
and you
Oh,
really
no.
you just
No,
yeah
thank
you
you.
gotta stop and you really gotta aim.
All right, what else you got?
It's tough. Then I'm probably gonna. I do kind of want to try CS:GO. What does that stand for again?
no, you don't want to try CS:GO.
I'm gonna try CS:GO.
You're gonna play one game of
Counter-Strike,
that,
there
and
we
you're
go.
gonna fucking hate that.
Well, I'm gonna try it.
Rust?
And I'm gonna Rust. Yes, I definitely want to do. And
I want Danny's hopes and dreams to be shattered.
I just
Here's the
broke
thing.
out in a sweat when you said that.
here's the thing.
I panicked.
I want to go full
need a hit.
anarchy. I want to go full anarchy when I play Rust. When I play Sea of Thieves, I want to spend most of my time stealing other people's shit the whole time.
Well,
Sure,
this guy
I'm
over
gonna get
here
hated.
is-
I'm gonna be
No.
hated.
No,
No,
dude,
you're
you
not
are
even gonna
so
be
bright-eyed,
hated.
bushy-tailed. It's so great right now.
Sweet
You're gonna
summer
have your
child.
dreams so
Most
smashed.
likely.
well, it's the thing.
It's actually an absolute certainty.
yeah.
I don't think we got to the point where we were even close to being able to like steal other people's shit.
Without them
okay.
finding out who we
Okay.
were and murdering us.
Got
like without
it,
them
got
being
it,
like these
okay.
people have been offline for 3 days.
What about the? Oh yeah, like that one house where he climbed up the window. It's like, oh well, there's some stuff. Okay.
Okay, all right.
It's like
Spin
they're
zone.
about where we're at.
Yeah.
Spin zone. I'm gonna be the nicest guy in the world,
No.
and I'm gonna be
Nope,
like,
we already met him.
I'm gonna be like the
Zon.
guy that you were talking
Zon
about
at the Vibe Zone.
where I'm just
He
gonna
was
be
a
like,
furry though, remember?
it's just
yeah.
I can be a furry. I can be whatever
Don't be
I
a
want.
furry.
This is a new beginning for me. Maybe I discover furries. This is great. I love
I'm
PCs.
excited.
I'm so excited. Today I start the rest of my
My
life
life as a furry.
as a furry. This is great.
What's your furry name?
Haven't gotten that far yet. Give me a second. By the end of the show, I'll see if I can have a name. All right. I don't know what furry names go like. Is like
I don't know
like
either.
silver
Trotter.
Fox? Is that like all right? Okay.
So, yeah, I think the fox and the hound. Like,
All right. Yeah. Actually, put in the chat. What do you think my
Yeah.
furry name should be? We'll let the people decide.
But you're enjoying it though, right?
People-
I am. I like all
Oh,
jokes aside.
I
I
know.
am like I'm very much looking forward.
I
to
kind of
getting
feel like
back
I kind of
and
feel like I know you
playing.
got a lot going on right now, but I
Yeah.
feel like inherently you're hesitant. Just free, just fall.
Well, no,
We'll
I'm,
catch
I'm
you.
100% hesitant, especially to fall into this world because again, I am so behind. Like when we talk skill set, Like again, I have not ever really. It's been a long
Bro,
time since
we
I played a
don't
PC
give
game.
a shit.
not-
I don't care
I,
about
I know
I'm
you
not
guys
good at
don't care.
any video
you
game.
guys don't care at all. It's the other people
All right, I wouldn't
that
go
I'm
that
concerned
far.
about.
I'm good
murdering.
at games. All right, I'm good at fucking.
No,
COD.
no,
I've
I'm saying
earned that.
me. I'm the weakest link. So as long as you're better than me, you're
I'll
fine.
take you out.
we go.
I'll take you out for a session of COD one night.
No.
We'll whip you into shape real quick.
Just to get back to
You're
the
gonna
furry
hate some
conversation.
people real quick.
Yeah.
Just,
I think you're
going
gonna be a husky named Shiloh.
Shiloh. I like
Ew.
that.
That's
I
your,
like that.
That's your furry.
And a husky?
That's your fursona.
I have
And a
a
husky?
problem because it's really believable sounding.
Yeah.
It's just so
That's
gentle.
what I don't like about
No.
it.
Yeah. How about Milo?
No, the Shiloh was.
Stick to Shiloh.
Okay.
Milo's been ruined for obvious reasons.
Shiloh La Wolf.
It's
There we go. La Wolf. Shiloh La Wolf. There we go.
a
We got it.
German wolf.
It's a German husky.
Crunch every bone in your body.
I picture you like the front, like the head of the pack of a sled dog team. That's your
Oh, just
backstory.
Balto now.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Shrek and
well,
see mush.
hold on. I'm sorry. I checked out for like 2 seconds. How are we here? How did we get to him leading a dog team?
Well,
Because I'm a furry.
Obvious.
Because I'm a furry.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
I think
yeah.
the really funny thing is in Rust, you don't even get to wear costumes like that.
You can wear
No,
a
but
pelt.
his
Oh,
Twitch.
that's true.
But
You could wear
his
pelts.
Twitch
Yeah.
profile was him as a fox, and that right there, you know,
okay,
if
okay.
you make yourself anthropomorphic
But
in any way, that's a
that was the
problem.
thing. It wasn't just a fox. It wasn't like a sports team fox.
Would
It
you
was
agree?
like an anthropomorphic fox.
I feel like
Got
you have a
it.
strong opinion on that.
Why do you think I have a strong opinion?
I'm just curious.
Wait, do I? What
Well, yeah.
was
What's the
Well,
question?
the
What was
Ratchler
question?
stuff is pretty anthropomorphic, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's furry.
Oh, the eye roll you just got. Oh my god.
It was deserved.
I feel like
Very.
I should have never brought that up.
Yeah.
You know, you
It's
have
good,
to
though.
do
That's
it.
what. Here's the thing. You got to bring more things
Yeah,
up.
you gotta
Otherwise,
bring more
we're always
out.
going to go back to that well.
Yeah.
It's a great point.
I'll work on it.
I'll work on it.
I'll work on my life. But all in all, I
Dying from
am
these mosquitoes.
legitimately very
good.
excited to jump in, and I do want to do Sea of Thieves because I've been watching enough Twitch streamers
If you want to go get
play
the
that.
citronella candle out there, you can.
Yeah, that's fine. You want me to go get it?
No, I'm all right. I'll survive.
Take
Sounds
all
like
my
you're just trying to
blood.
be a martyr.
Yep, that's my
Nah,
role on
Nick,
the
Nick,
show.
Nick and I are martyring over here.
Yeah.
We're both martyrs.
We're both. Don't you leave me out of this.
I was thinking a segue for Martyrs in GTA, but really there's nothing other than just
Yeah, you're right.
they're doing remasters. It's confirmed.
Confirmed.
Which is cool.
So,
For
coming out this
PS5.
fall for PS5,
Xbox,
PS4, Xbox Series X,
Switch.
S, and 1, Switch, and no PC ports yet.
Not yet. No.
Which is
damn it,
always
I
how,
just got this thing.
Dude, it's
I
always
just
how it
got
happens.
this thing.
It's always how it happens at Rockstar. They never put out.
Is it
PC
because
games
PC
first.
is so great that it takes them forever to optimize it for
Oh,
PC?
No. It's the
Or is-
opposite.
Oh, really?
Wait, hold
Well,
on.
it's, as in like it doesn't take them forever to optimize them for it. It's just they have to build like it's a whole different porting.
Listen.
Like
The problem that Call of Duty
Here's the thing.
has
here's the thing.
with Call of Duty has to accommodate the lowest common denominator, right? Which is people on console. Unfortunately, the
People on
reality
Poor
Those
is,
bastards.
unfortunately, the reality is an Xbox One doesn't load as fast as my solid state drives. So they have to use twice the amount of information to get, load speeds up.
Pussies.
That's why the games balloon in size. They don't chop that down for PC players though.
No.
You just get all of that. That's the runoff of that.
Oh.
They're trying to avoid that situation because their games are massive. And unfortunately, the reality for PC players is that the console market is still larger than PC. So they're going to appeal to what's going to sell the most first, and that is the consoles. So they're going straight to consoles first, and then they'll take time to properly build a support, and it'll probably be out in like a year and a
after,
half,
yeah.
and it'll be a good fucking time.
It also takes.
I'd
into
rather them
consideration-
do that.
It's
And
a
so
lot more difficult to like hack and like kind of mod and like a lot of those elements of.
No. It's way more easier. They're using Unreal Engine 5. It's going to be way easy to hack and mod on PC. On
No,
single
what
player,
I'm-
not
no, no,
multiplayer.
What I'm
Console.
saying on console, like they
Oh,
release
right.
it so it doesn't get like all like it doesn't immediately get super toxic. Like GTA 5 online right now
Is the worst.
just all hacked.
Really?
Okay.
Yes,
Everything
dude.
is hacked.
It's fucking
It's
unbearable.
nearly
Okay.
unplayable.
If you're on PC, you are fucked right now
And
on GTA 5.
I mean, there are servers. Obviously, it depends on like the server. But if you're just going on like the general like playing server,
but these games have no multiplayer.
no, I mean outside of these, online.
Outside of San Andreas with that weird co-op feature.
Right.
Which actually, we should get to that. So apparently, it wasn't named specifically. It just says they're focusing on the PS2 games in the Kotaku report. So everybody knows what that means. So Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas.
Correct.
Which I'm really excited because I only played San Andreas as a kid, and I had to play it like without my mom seeing me play it, just because I would get in trouble. But I'm now excited. I'm an adult now, and I'm able to buy these games, and I'm gonna play them.
You can't do
Mom,
nothing about
you
it.
can't stop me.
Speaking of San
Take
Andreas,
your fudge and shove it.
Speaking of San Andreas, do you think that they're gonna have a hot coffee mod?
They gotta.
I knew that you would know what this
They're
is.
instantly gonna have that.
They,
on
if
PC,
someone doesn't make that on PC the day
Within-
it comes
yeah,
out,
the 2-3
I will be
days.
shocked.
Can you
All right, well,
explain?
So
enlighten
the
us.
hot coffee mod was a mod that you can install on your PS2. No, I can't bring this up.
Oh,
Cannot bring
really?
footage of this up.
I'll
And
pull it up
basically,
here
if you
for
go out
you.
on a date with a girl, you can invite her back in for hot coffee. And it was just basically a sex mini game that people put in the game.
Oh,
Yeah, can I see
Got
that?
it.
face.
Oh my
Oh
god!
my god!
face.
Wow.
Oh my god!
You invite them back in for coffee.
Okay.
Yeah, and like you can move the joystick and hit a button combinations and stuff.
Kind of like the beginning
we-
of what God of War is that where it's off screen? Is that God of War 1 or 2?
3.
That's 3.
Yeah, the threesome
where-
with the three.
where it's just like
chicks.
the mini game.
In the very beginning, it's just like hit X, hit A, or whatever. And like,
Who's watching?
I can't.
Somebody's watching,
no, I think it just goes off screen because they didn't want it. Like, they literally just tilts
I
the
think
camera
I think you
away.
just start seeing like something moving, like a
You get-
end
you
table
get
or
like
something
There
like
is
that.
a sequence where somebody is looking at them fucking though,
there?
and somebody's like, "Oh my!" and they like faint or whatever. Like,
But no, you get
yeah.
you get health as you're like hitting
oh,
the
that's
button.
true. Yeah, that you
okay.
do that
The
too.
vitality.
The vitality, yeah.
It's amazing how far we've come to then get to The Witcher 3, where
yeah.
it's full on scenes.
Yeah?
No, it's like full on.
Well, they
yeah.
had male nudity in the Ballad of Gay Tony, which actually that is a great time to bring up. Do you think they're putting in all the DLC with these
a question.
remasters?
That's interesting.
And do you think that they're putting in some multiplayer components? And do you think that they're beefing up the mechanics to at least be on par with GTA 5?
I would love to
No.
see the gang warfare mechanics
From
from
San
San
Andreas
Andreas
come back.
That was some of my
That
favorite
was awesome.
gameplay.
That
Yeah.
was great.
That and the cheats were so much better on that game. You know, like
That's just old games.
well, yeah, that's
Like,
true.
yeah.
But all the stuff
Honestly-
where it was like pedestrians attack you and pedestrians loot. I would like, like you're doing the LA riots in a video game.
I'm very glad to see that they are making a game not in a proprietary engine. They're making these games in Unreal 5, which is
4.
Unreal 4. Okay. Which actually makes sense because the old consoles, but still Unreal 4, like Rockstar's using a separate engine to make these games, which is a huge criticism of their studio, that their engine is too old at this point. Because
When
Red
did
Dead
GTA
was
5
great,
come out?
but Red Dead 2 was great, but Red Dead 2 does not control well. I've never
No.
thought that game
No, 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 no,
controlled
no.
well at all,
It
and
absolutely
that's
doesn't.
because the engine is so dated.
The
And-
amount of times I've accidentally walked my horse off a cliff,
or like just fucking
into-
shot it in the head or something.
Yeah.
Like,
you just go to feed your horse and you just punch it in the face. It was like, no.
Yeah.
That's what kept happening to me in Sea of Thieves. I went to grab something and I just fired my gun. Like, oh, I don't know about that.
Oh,
However,
much.
I feel like these remasters are just more and more Rockstar just avoiding making GTA 6.
No, dude, it's
they're
a-
just not.
It's
I mean,
all
they're
in
working on it,
preparation. No,
but
dude,
they're just not.
gotta
they're just
remember,
avoiding it.
GTA
no,
5
No, there's no reasoning. There's no
Oh,
reasoning.
okay.
There's no argument.
I mean, my whole thing with that is just like GTA 5 was this massive experiment that turned into this huge success and has changed live service games. People have built their like a whole nother life in GTA 5 on every platform, from Xbox 360 all the way up to PC. And I meant that in like standards of quality.
right.
So and they're still releasing content for it. So, they want to, continue to nurture that community. And the way that they're going to do that is by taking the time to properly develop the game, the story, but these remasters are coming. That is perfectly fine.
This will tide people over. Like,
yeah,
this will hold them over.
And like, I
until
definitely
GTA
want to go
6.
back and replay these for sure. Like, I will pick this up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like, this is for me. This is for Poots.
This one is for me.
This is for
As
only.
long as they still have the rights to all the music for the radio stations, I'm down.
Oh, interesting.
That's a good point.
That's actually a really good point. Now, is
That really
it
made
all
the
coming
game.
out on like one game? So you purchase one game and you get all three?
I don't know about
or is
that.
it
I wouldn't be.
separate?
I think that is what they were hinting at, but I don't know if it's
Okay.
confirmed.
Yeah.
Okay. I also love it's coming out for Switch. I just think that's hysterical.
Dude, like Dark Souls is on Switch too.
Doesn't mean it plays well.
It could be on your OLED Switch, guys. Remember the one we were all asking
I
for?
was asking for that for
Yeah,
years.
that's the only thing I ever wanted. Actually,
Will it be on Wii U? That's what I really need to know.
It will, buddy.
Thank God. Yes.
I mean, GTA 5 came out in 2013. Like,
Oh my
it's
god.
true.
Yeah, and this is supposed to be out in the fall, which would be fucking sick.
yeah, they said it's. What did he say? He's quote like at the final stages. Yeah, final stages of development, so it's ready to go.
But did you mention PS4 and Xbox One?
Yes.
Is it, oh, okay. So it is available on there.
Yeah,
Okay.
but just wait. I'm gonna wait.
Oh no.
Depends
No,
on
I'm
how
not.
much it is.
I'm not getting cyberpunked again. That's
Yeah,
not
no.
happening.
I
much-
mean,
I
like,
don't
just
think
wait
that
for
can happen
PC.
here.
That's
How much do you
true.
think something like this would cost?
I wouldn't be
60?
surprised if it's $60
Yeah,
for all three.
If you're
think all
getting
three
all
would be-
three,
Yeah, which
probably
is fair. I
60
think
bucks.
that's fair price, honestly. And plus, like, if they're putting all the DLC in there, all the expansions, plus, like, it's a totally new. They're not just putting a new coat of paint on it or
No.
updating the textures. They're straight up building 3 new games in Unreal Engine.
I'll pay right now.
I'm ready.
Actually, let me get my credit card.
Hold it up to the camera.
I'm gonna read my credit card and hopefully someone from Rockstar takes the number.
True. You guys know I applied for a job there once.
At Rockstar.
At Rockstar.
Yeah. I got the email back saying we like your resume. Send over your whatever.
Yeah.
And I did, and then they
We
said I
didn't
wasn't.
like
I wasn't a good fit. Yeah.
And then they said, "Fooled you."
Yeah.
Say.
I was very happy just to get the email response. Like
Oh,
I was like,
100%.
damn, off of just a random job posting. Cool.
That's cool that they got back.
I went to their office.
Wait,
Oh,
really?
really?
How was it?
It was a long time ago, but I got like a bunch of stickers. I still have them. I have a huge stack of stickers if you guys want some.
Wait,
Really?
in
Gladly.
the city?
Yeah, like it's by Washington Square Park.
Right.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah.
How big of a company do they have? Is it like 1,000 people? Like less?
Well, there's there's Rockstar Montreal, there's
Right,
Rockstar
yeah.
North,
Oh, okay,
there's Rockstar
okay.
South, there's
So
Rockstar.
they're a big company.
Oh, they're
like,
fucking
nationally.
huge.
Okay.
Dude, it takes teams of thousands of people to make these games.
Their
Like,
headquarters though is New York. Yeah.
headquarters in New York.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fucking sick, though.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And so you made it to the interview process, and then was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I obviously didn't get it.
Yeah, because you're here with us.
Yeah. That was a long time ago.
You hear that, Rockstar? You got 2 rejects on this fucking show.
Fucked up.
I'll still gladly take a job though.
We don't need to.
Can we all interview as a team next time?
Yeah.
It's like Step Brothers.
We're here to fuck shit up.
Yeah. They didn't like my
Pam
portfolio.
or
They're like,
Pam?
get out. Never mind.
We hate you.
We don't need you.
JK.
Yeah.
Actually, you're fired.
Yeah.
We didn't hire you yet, but fuck you.
You're pre-fired.
preemptively fired.
Yeah. So if we do hire you, we have to immediately fire you.
Sorry, that's just how it goes.
Damn it.
Welcome
Great.
to Rockstar. Get the fuck out.
It's in the game. No.
Talk about toxic workplace culture.
Yeah, really. What is this? Blizzard Activision?
Got him.
Go to the principal.
I'll see
Yeah,
myself
Hennessy.
out. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this though. I'll drop some time into this for sure.
These games.
Yeah.
I still haven't played Red Dead 2 or Last of Us 2.
Yeah.
You're not a hero,
No, me neither.
okay?
I haven't played either of them.
Still haven't gotten it. I bought them both and played an hour of each.
I mean, the thing is, Red Dead, you need to devote
Yeah.
time.
Like
I
I
guess
woke up at 9 a.m.
time.
on a Saturday and started that game.
I took the
Yeah.
entire last week of August and the first week of September off from work, so maybe I'll finally get around to it.
Yeah, like if
Real
another
gamer hour.
game like a
Yeah.
Red Dead or something comes out, I'm at the point where like I will take 2 days off of work, like a Thursday and a Friday, so I can spend 4 days straight just playing it, and then go back to work a new man,
Yeah.
A broken
a
man.
broken man. I didn't say a good new man, but a broken man.
That's,
Yeah.
that's a day where you're wearing boxers and eating Slim Jims for the whole day.
Exactly.
But That sounds like it's like a early 2000s commercial.
Yeah.
In my
Yeah.
boxers and my Slim Jim.
That's what Mike. That's what I'm referencing. What I was doing in the early 2000s.
That was anecdotal. Okay.
I was in those commercials.
I remember
was
when
me.
Sasquatch was in the commercials.
I'm the Slim Jim guy. It's me.
I'd believe it.
When Daniel Tosh was the Taco Bell guy.
Was he the Taco Bell guy?
Yeah, he was the Taco Bell spokesman.
No kidding.
Was he? I don't remember
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
What, like from like like a long time ago?
I mean,
This was like before Tosh.0, right?
yeah.
Okay.
that-
Interesting.
before he was a personality.
Oh yeah.
You think I'm just
He's in
petting
there.
it? Like,
Oh, look at that.
yes. That's for me.
Oh, he's weird. He had like
Look
weird,
at that hair.
Yeah, he had like weird
It was the right time period.
yeah, that's true.
Wow. Okay. The more you know.
Surfer hair kind of.
Speaking of
What
it being a time,
what
if?
what if Daniel Tosh was still
Yeah.
the Taco Bell spokesman?
So we watched the first episode of What If, Marvel's What If, to be specific. Not any other What If. In case you were confused.
Not to be confused.
Not
Yeah.
to be confused with every other What If television show.
There is a lot of What If television shows, like, what if the Nazis were on the moon and then they came back?
Yeah.
They are, and they
What if
Oh,
we
sorry.
put 10 people in a hotel together and they fucked? That's
What's that Bill Burr joke? What do we put 10 whores in a house and see if they fight each other or something? Yeah.
Every reality show is a what if show.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
What if Flavor Flav was in a house?
I recently rewatched
That was
the
a
first
show.
episode of Flavor Flav. It's hysterical.
What was
It's
it called? Flavor of
Flavor,
Love?
Flavor of Love. Yeah. Which it was Flavor of Love. Then there was Rock of Love.
Oh, that's my favorite. I just rewatched all of them.
Did you really?
And Daisy of Love.
Oh, Daisy of Love.
Yeah, she got her own. Like, it was one season.
And then
Oh, I didn't see that one.
It was
they
terrible.
They were all spin-offs of what? What was that? What was that show?
The Tila Tequila one.
oh yeah,
That was another one. That was
Didn't
another
she
one.
become a Nazi?
yeah,
Did-
yeah.
oh.
She
She's,
did become a
That's
white
she's a white
supremacist.
supremacist now.
Speaking of Nazis,
Which is cool.
Yeah, yeah. There's
Good for her.
the segue. Yeah.
Speaking of Nazis.
oh, actually, yeah.
What if season
So we
one,
watched
episode one?
What if Tila Tequila became Captain America? That's right. That is
Yep.
a great segue. Okay,
No,
yes.
she becomes Red Skull.
Oh, that would be great. Well, who would be Captain America in that case? If Tila Tequila's Red
Brett
Skull.
Michaels,
Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav.
Ah, you're right.
It is the alternative universe.
You guys, actually, now that we're
The
talking
shield
about
is
this,
a clock.
now that we're talking
Brett
about
Michaels
this,
is
actually,
Bucky.
did you guys ever watch I Love New York?
I remember it. I don't know if I watched it a lot, but I remember
every
it.
single one.
How many like MTV?
No.
Did you watch Did you watch like any of the MTV shows?
Like Jersey Shore. What?
No. What's the one where they went out on the date with the parents?
Oh, like Date My Mom and like Parental Control.
Parental control.
yeah.
Room
Yep.
Raiders.
Room
That was another
Raiders,
good one.
yeah.
Yeah.
What Next?
Yes.
Next is
Yep.
good. I'm Dickie. You remember that one? You remember Dickie?
No.
I am
My-
so like not in this.
My
universe.
homework for I never watched these shows, but in college we discovered there's this guy named Dickie who is on Next, and he is worth watching.
Okay.
I'm Dickie.
All right. Well, with that, we watched Marvel's What If, the first episode. Hooray! It's on Disney Plus, so if you guys want to watch it, watch it.
That's
It's
all
only,
Pat's got to say about
It's
it.
only 30 minutes, so it's short if you hate it. But in this case, 2 thumbs up. I liked it.
Oh yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah, it was fun. It was like a fun trip down memory lane. Listen, as far as I'm concerned, Steve Rogers is a super soldier because he survived a gunshot wound to the gut.
Honestly.
Yeah, and he was just like, I'm waiting. Whenever you're ready. I'm fine. I'm not dying.
He survived that, and then he survived a fall.
What would have
an
been-
explosion from a
That's
train. Yeah, no, he still is a super soldier, but you gotta love that fighting spirit. It never dies.
I loved seeing scrawny Steve again. That was nice.
I did think it was cool that it's like that is who Steve inherently is, and it's not like the super serum made him rise to the occasion. Like they did still give him like a heroic
yeah.
kind of element to it. But
yeah.
To me, overall, like before we get into the plot, I was really hoping this was not going to be geared for kids and more for general viewing audiences. This one felt very much like PG for me.
Like no blood, like the violence
And
was
like it just like very sanded down, and the edges were rounded off.
I agree. Like there was no blood or anything like that. However, the violence was still pretty brutal.
Like
some of those hit, like when they were in the air.
That's what I really liked. And
That
that's
was the
when
fight
I
sequences were
best part
great.
by
today
far.
is when I realized that I actually don't like Captain America that much. I just like watching really athletic people get the shit beaten out of them with a shield.
like hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah.
No, that was, you know, I think the animation style, it's kind of like you take it or leave it. Like you really like either.
Oh, we're
like
doing that right now. We're getting to animation because I fucking hate it,
which
and I
is-
said I fucking hated
Let's
it.
talk about non-plot.
I
first.
fucking hate the animation.
I loved it.
I knew. We said that. We said that while we were watching
the animation
it.
is cool. I think it's, you know, I like the cell shading and I like the incorporation of the comic like material.
yeah,
Like when
looks
she
like
was doing the
comic
initial
book.
like fighting, you get like old Batman, like, you know, like pow and bang, like kind of like, you know, like Adam West Batman, like throwbacky
Was
things.
I don't even remember seeing that.
When she first is like, you know, like, we got to take to the front lines,
Right.
and they like there's like a music sequence going over it. She'll do like a punch in the background. It'll be like blue with like, you know, the action lines and everything.
Yeah,
Almost
that's.
like
I mean,
what Spider-Verse did.
Yeah, very similar to Spider-Verse.
I mean, maybe it's not the animation. Maybe it's the art style I have a problem with. I just don't like.
I don't really
I
have
don't
an
get
opinion
it.
on it. I was kind of like, I was watching it and I noticed it was different, but for the most part, it didn't distract me in any way. I was just like, yeah, this is fine. It works.
I wasn't
like it.
sitting
It
there like,
worked for
turn this off. My eyes.
No.
Like,
This is offensive.
I think it works really well because if you have an overly generated version of it, if it's like way too realistic kind of looking, it's okay. It's just like, you know, you tried to do this, but like I was talking, Pat and I watched it before, and I was like, it feels like a lot like The Incredibles. Like there's a lot of like facial structure and things that like are very
Okay.
Disney. I know The Incredibles is
It is
when he
Pixar.
gets kicked,
Disney,
when
but-
she kicks that one dude in the nuts. It looked straight out of like a Disney animated movie.
Oh,
His
she kicks him in
face.
the knee.
Oh,
you know,
in the
the
knee.
big Nazi
Oh,
guy
she
that walks
punches
out.
his knee out.
She
That's
punches
right.
his knee.
Which, I
When
mean, you
he-
want to talk about violent. He literally punched his knee back.
Yeah.
when he like when
direction
he
it's not
when he
supposed
like
to
falls
go.
down, he's like, oh, like he makes a super like it's just this like
Yeah.
quintessential Disney.
Got
face.
it.
The
okay,
one
okay.
thing I said that Marvel can take from DC is their animation, because I think DC like, and not even just their art style. I mean, like overall the way they present their animation, how it's like, you know, they kind of presented like small tentpole like blockbusters of like their animation studio,
Yeah.
you know, where it's like they dump like $1 million into it, and then, you know, those DVD sales or digital or 4K or whatever, you know, that makes that then sells for like 10, 20 million. So it's worth it to make those movies. I feel like this is going to put Marvel in that direction, but I mean, this is good and I really like this, but I don't think this is that like, this is the Marvel animation where that's going to define where the rest
Do you
of it
mean
goes.
the art style or this particular story?
This,
like the what?
remember,
if-
I'm saying this off of one
Both.
episode,
Like,
so
yeah.
I could
Right,
this could
right.
change by the end. But what I am saying is just based off of what I'm seeing right now, I don't think anyone at Marvel is going to look at this and be like, "This is the way we have to keep going if we're going to do animation if we want them to
No.
be mega hits."
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
I think it's just like, I think it's how, you know, Marvel is doing everything now into like small, you know, 6 to 10 episode little subsets of hyper stylized, hyper focused in this one universe for it. Like Loki looked completely different than WandaVision, looked completely different than Falcon Winter Soldier. I think it's just kind of like,
Yeah, WandaVision looked good. The rest of them looked like
Right.
trash.
I think Loki looked good. I thought I was really disappointed by the plot, but I think visually it was really nice.
there were elements of it.
Yeah.
I know Pat hated a lot of
What?
visuals for Loki.
I hated the
I hated
visuals
it
when they were
all.
on that planet.
There's
that was
not
blowing
Yeah.
one
up.
thing.
I hated
in
those
Loki
visuals.
that I thought
that one
good.
was the worst. That
That
was a low
sucked.
point for
If
me.
there's
That sucked ass.
if there's one thing that they can just toss out of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I'd be like, it's okay.
Yeah, not
be Loki.
Thor 2.
Dude, I can at least watch Thor 2 and have fun with how bad it is.
Fair.
This is like we're not talking about Loki. My point is
What if we were talking about Loki?
oh shit. The acting, the voice acting's
Now
good.
you're thinking fourth dimensional.
There we go.
Voice
I'm
acting's
the
good though.
watcher.
Voice acting, very good.
Yeah, voice acting's
Yeah.
really good.
Haley Atwell.
Voice
Yeah.
acting is
Good to have her back.
I think the writing is shitty. Like, I really did not like
yeah.
the dialogue. I
It
did
was
not like a lot of
very-
that.
It was very 2D. Like, we
Yeah.
gotta do this.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
But
Like,
you
like-
never took me out for that dance.
Which I get it. Like,
I've never seen a dame hit like that before. I
No,
was
it's
like,
like-
oh, for Christ's sake.
the one thing I did like about that was that they actually went for it rather than like Jungle
Touch it.
Cruise.
Yeah.
That was like trying
Pants.
to tiptoe around it. Yeah, where it was like at least they're like, yeah, these guys were sexist back then.
We didn't bring that up once in our review. Pants.
Pants.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
That's
not
her
worth.
name.
It wasn't.
In the credits, it's, name
Pants.
/ pants.
Emily Pants.
Yeah, it's it's interesting. I actually thought that each episode of What If would be independent. I don't think it's going to be that way.
Oh, I thought it was independent.
Well,
I thought it was.
I hope actually this kind of they all build off each
That's
other.
the
now.
opposite of what you said before it came
I
out.
know,
You're like,
I
I
know.
don't want that to happen.
I know, but now I do because I kind of liked where it
Spin
went.
zone. Spin zone.
You know?
I wouldn't mind if they all wound up tying together at the end. That'd be
Yeah.
nice.
I think it's going to actually be a lot more linear than I thought. I thought it was going to be like, like spin the crystal ball and here's where we land.
Yeah.
But because they set it up with like Nick Fury at the very end of it, I'm now thinking
I don't know.
bit more.
I don't think so.
I think that might have been the end of that timeline, like the end of I tend to see where he's going to, where it's like the end of that timeline or the end of that story, and like
that's
next
like-
week's just gonna be like another start and end type of thing.
It might, but it might all be like that's technically the oldest like of the Avengers.
Right,
He's
and the
old- like, that's where you
reason
Yeah.
the
start
reason why I
chronologically.
kind of agree with you is because they did confirm that this is all canonical
yeah.
Right.
within the MCU.
Well, it's just
The
multiverse.
multiverse
It
is
doesn't.
here.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they let the cat. That's what they were building towards, and this is what they wanted. They let the cat out of the bag, and now,
I'm not looking at this in any way being connected to anything else Marvel that I've seen before. This is literally just like,
What
yeah,
about
let's
other
just have a good time.
episodes in the series?
Well, other episodes in the series, sure, but like this series as a whole, I am not looking at it as being connected to anything. Just like, all right, yeah, let's just have a good time and see
Yeah.
what happens when this guy is actually,
But
That's
aren't
how
you
I kinda
looking
wanted it.
forward to
Yeah, that's what
discount
I want
Tom
it to be.
Holland fight zombies?
No, that's what I wanted more. I want more of like, here's purely fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry about like, any of this. Like, yes, it's technically canon or whatever. It's like, no, I don't care. Like, just give me a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
this is a cool
Also,
hypothetical.
Here's the other thing. This is great fertile testing ground for them to say, what stories do people react to? Maybe okay, they liked episode 6, turn that into a movie.
Either
like-
turn that into a movie or let's see how far we can take
Yeah.
that. Something
Or, like,
like
what
that.
Turn it into
Element-
its own
Yeah.
series.
Also, like, if they're doing like, I mean, like, because they called out like people were super sexist back then. It's like, did people respond to us touching on this area?
Right,
You know,
right.
it's like,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, we got positive reinforcement because it was like, oh, I'm glad they didn't like whitewash this or whatever.
Yeah. I just hope they kind of go in with the tagline of just like, fuck it. Just like, what if?
It's actually
Fuck it.
It's
Just
actually
let's
funny.
see what
It's
happens.
close.
It's funny you say that because I read an interview last week when they talked about how like there was another character from another universe that was supposed to show up. Luke Skywalker was supposed to have a cameo in this series, and when they brought that to Disney, Disney said to them, "We gave you the whole MCU. Play with that." And then we'll start bringing in other franchise characters.
If they were
piss
to
off
do
the
that,
Star, the
like,
Star
we-
Wars
we'll-
people.
I would riot.
Don't piss off the Star Wars people.
We'll talk about it with our other topic,
Yeah.
but
However, I did see that there was, I don't know if one of you guys maybe posted in the Discord, the episode that was scratched. That I didn't look up completely
I
how
didn't
much
see
this
this.
was true. Apparently, there was an episode that was scratched where Peter Parker got bit by a radioactive spider and then turned
he just
into,
died.
turned into a spider.
He turned
Like
he got
he just turned,
leukemia
he
and
just
died.
he just turns into a spider, and they said no, that's
like
too,
a big
that's
spider,
a big
or-
spider,
oh, okay.
like a big spider
like
person.
a Kafka
Yeah,
type.
yeah. Very.
He
it's
turns into the
Kafka-esque.
centipede.
That's literally what it is. Peter Parker woke up one day and find out he was a giant spider.
That'd be
Yeah,
interesting.
but yeah.
Oh,
So
fuck,
they
guys, I'm a spy.
What if
What are you gonna
what
write?
if Iron Man, Captain America, and Mark Ruffalo were all a part of the Human Centipede? That's
I
the
like
what
it's
if
like
I
Mark
was.
Ruffalo, the actor.
Yes,
That-
yes, yes.
Not in costume.
Yeah. You
Not
You look an
like in
awful.
effect.
You look an awful lot like Bruce Banner.
That's my
I want to
cousin.
bring it back to your comment saying they started with this episode because it might be teeing up them all being connected. That's an interesting thought because I was thinking, why start with this one that is basically just the first Avenger over again with slight differences. And
I feel like that's what's gonna be like going forward.
I figure why not start with something that's like more off the wall, like balls to the wall, like and get
weird,
people hooked,
weird
like
kinda?
zombies,
Yeah.
like and then there's gonna be the one where it's T'Challa as Star-Lord, like that's
Yeah.
gonna be a retreading of that, like that story.
Iron Man and Killmonger.
Right, like just give
That's
me something
cool.
that's
I can't wait
fucking
for that one.
crazy first. That's what I want as my first.
I think
Howard
that they
the
wanted
Duck.
it to.
Yeah.
So you're saying they started off tame?
They did
It
start
was
start off
very
tame.
tame, and I felt kind of like, I guess.
Yeah.
How I felt about because I said I didn't like the writing and like the dialogue predominantly. I was telling Pat, I was like, it feels like video game cutscene to me,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
because it kind of is like you have a narrator and then like you go into a little bit of the thing and it's kind of quick cuts. And
Jeffrey
quick
Wright,
action.
by the way, playing
Right.
Commissioner Gordon
Yeah.
in the Batman.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I was very taken out. I was not like put into this kind of story at all.
No.
I felt.
Are you gonna
I
watch
felt
this?
Very, very much someone who was like watching it through a window. Like I was not deeply inserted into this for whatever reason. Like some things where you're like, you're just watching and you're super into it. You're bought
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
This one just felt
Like
like
Free Guy.
Like
Yeah.
any movie that doesn't have The Rock in it.
This
Yeah,
one
like-
felt very superficial.
Have you ever seen The
I
Rundown?
was on my phone most.
Have you ever
of the
seen The
time
Rundown?
while I was
No.
watching?
Is that a
this.
Rock movie?
Yeah, I probably missed a
It's
lot.
undoubtedly his best movie. Watch that.
Sorry to interrupt, but
Yeah.
No. It's and I don't know
It
if
was-
it's because it's like the narrator and I'm like now I'm
No, I
I'm
don't-
removed
I
for
don't
an
think
extra
so.
step, but
I don't think so. A narrator has never taken me out in in other circumstances. I think it's like, here's a little quick bite, like we'll just jump through this, hour and a half, 2 hour long movie.
Oh, that's
in the
a great
span of
point.
28
I think
minutes.
that's a really good point.
I think people pick and choose if they like their expository narration or not. Because like in
Yeah.
Black
Was
Panther,
there any it wasn't giving you any
in the
plot?
in the
just
very
top-
beginning.
It was the top and tail.
Yeah.
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 yeah,
Yeah.
and then but also you have that in Black Panther, and people criticize that movie for having expository narration. But it's just like, how else are you gonna know what's going on?
I think it's actually probably
show don't tell.
Yeah, I think it's probably actually more to your point where it's like you're taking 2 hours of film story and complicated things and like you're kind of consolidating it down into you probably spent like 10, 15 minutes actually like
It's
setting
like
most
once
of
a
it
week
up.
if you took like
once
an
they
hour
got
and a
past that
half
opening
Yeah.
scene.
to like an hour and 45 minutes and like clipped it down to like 30-second bits and put it on the internet.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kind of
pretty
like
much.
Yeah, no. See where I'm going?
That's
that
a
what I'm saying?
great, it's a great strategy now that you put it that way.
Yeah.
I wonder if I would have liked if it was 45 minutes. Like if that would have felt like a better.
I feel like if it was 45 minutes, I would not have been able to make it through. Like if I saw as I queued it up 45 minutes, I'd be like, fuck this.
Well,
I'm
here's
not
the thing.
spending
Either like
45
20
minutes watching this
like
shit.
22 minutes, like a normal half-hour TV show. It was 33 or 35
It was 33,
minutes.
yeah.
I think that's a weird, awkward time length for it. Like the pacing, I think felt weird to me because it was a proper half hour, maybe.
Maybe.
You're just conditioned by the media
I'm
for all those
conditioned.
ads.
I
By
would
the
have loved
left-wing media.
By the lamestream media, brother.
if they just skipped over, like they showed you the beginning where like Peggy becomes a super soldier, and they skip right ahead to the like Nazi sci-fi stuff. That would be fine.
Yeah.
Just tell that part of the story rather than beat for beat. First Avenger. They didn't need all that. We saw it already.
Yeah.
Although I do like if it was, I like how it was basically what if Agent Carter was the first Avenger? Shit got done.
Yeah.
That's what happened. It was like, what if we had a woman as a first Avenger? Shit got done.
Yeah.
And
But it's the
things got
same-
handled.
It's the same net result as
It's
happened at the end
it's
of
the
First
same
Avenger.
net result,
Captain
but you
America
didn't have
died.
you
You're
didn't
up
have
one
Steve
arm.
Rogers. You didn't have Steve Rogers going around like doing the tours and everything.
Yeah.
Like, hey, come on, no,
just
she-
being a tool of the
yeah,
American
no, she was just
propaganda
like, I'm
machine.
going to beat the
shill.
shit out of people. Yeah, and
Yeah,
we're gonna
Steve
go
Rogers.
do this.
What a shill. Fuck him.
Every dollar spent puts a bullet in the barrel of our best guy.
Come on and join the WoW effort.
It was a little more of
No,
that
they're selling more
transatlantic
bonsai.
accent. Here we go. I liked it.
Come on with the WoW effort.
You know,
Every
that's
bullet
all a
spent-
bunch of bullshit too. They didn't really talk like that.
No, of course they did. This is how they do it in the talkies.
You sound more
do you
like
say?
you sound like more like a Canadian from South Park. Than you-
No.
Yeah, it's real Canadian from South Park.
Yeah,
vibe.
but that's how Americans talk back then.
That's
What do
That's
you
how we
think?
talked back then.
What do you think the Canadians got it from, huh, buddy?
Hi, guy.
And now-
What do you say there, guy? I'm
And
not your
now-
friend, guy.
Yeah,
and
my
now the
buddy
new
guy.
princess and Prince will put their hands in the bowl of mashed potatoes.
There
As
is
is tradition.
As the dragon comes in, this is not according to tradition.
Oh my god, this is so not tradition.
This is not tradition. And she quaffed.
And she waved.
Casa
Okay.
Bonita, baby. We gotta go.
All right, so what if recommend? Yeah, check it out. It's only 30 minutes. Can't really hurt.
If you're a Marvel fan, you'll have fun with it. Yeah,
Will
that's
you?
about it.
Unlike
I
the
think-
Marvel fun
yeah.
I had last night, because some fucking assholes were tying up the ticket machine that had Captain America on it on the boardwalk. But go on.
Do you want to get it out more? Or?
Yeah, you got. You said we got something on
you
your
got a
chest.
platform,
I'm
baby.
fucking standing there with my tattoo hanging out, like, come on, like, I'm trying to get in here and like win some tickets. And this one
Dude,
little
I fucking
kid,
hate everything-
this
I
one
hate
little
everything
kid
about that
is in
sentence.
front of me.
I hate everything about this story.
is in front of me, and he's sitting there taking his time. He spends all his money. Okay, it's over, right? He tells his mom, "I'm gonna go see dad." She goes, "No, don't get up," and gives him more money to put in the machine. And she goes, "Because if you get up," and points at me and goes, "This guy's gonna take your seat."
Yeah.
I was like,
That mom is a casino slots player.
100%.
That is what that attitude
I was
is.
like,
100%.
yeah, but like.
That's a smart mom.
I just want to play one round. That's all. I just want to see what it's all about. Everyone seems to be having a good time.
bro,
I got the tattoo.
I got
the
a tattoo
tattoo.
and everything.
bro, you were that little
And
kid
then,
once too.
Here's the thing. Later on, they took. I'm still that little kid. Later on, they took all of their tickets and they were putting it in the ticket machine. And Ken was stuck behind them. Like, come on. Like, I'm trying to like count my tickets so I can get prizes or whatever. And as the mother is there putting tickets in, the kid just runs over from the Avengers machine and cuts in front of everyone in line and goes to where she is with a giant mass of tickets. And so yeah, everybody was on the fuck these people train last night. So
Yeah,
Who
just a
fucking
mother
who?
trying
Jesus Christ.
to make her kid.
well, no, her
happy.
just
dad
trying to
was
make
his
your
dad
kid
was there
happy.
too. He was just on the other side on the only other functioning Avengers machine.
Let me ask you, as you were
the
collecting
whole
these
family of
tickets,
motherfuckers be
as you
playing
were
all the Avengers games, and I couldn't get in there for
Where
one
was
fucking
this?
round. This was Jenkinson's Arcade Pavilion next to Martell's.
Okay, okay.
Dad was getting
Yeah, yeah.
blasted at Martell.
We had,
Probably,
we had dinner.
most
We had
likely.
fruity drinks and dinner at Martell's though, and that was good. That
Oh,
was
well,
a good time.
I love Martell's, but basically
I saw
everything
Puddle
you
of
just
Mud
said.
play there.
Really?
Really?
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
Wow. I'll look it up, but
You don't. You
That's
don't have
awesome.
to.
I'm no, because I
I
want
wanna
to
know.
I want to know now.
But yeah, I hate everything about that story. Like the fact that you were actually counting your tickets. Like what prize did you want to get?
The
What
whistle.
prize were you
wanted
trying
to
to
get the
get?
plastic
no,
coach's
dude.
whistle.
I wanted to play the game to get tickets out of the machine.
Oh, I thought you and but you said Ken was trying to count his tickets at one point.
Right, because when you're done with like when you spent all your money, you take your tickets to the ticket counters because then it gives you like a printed receipt of like all your tickets.
And then to cash in and collect a prize from. Right?
Yeah, because you like I have a girlfriend that enjoys stuffed animals, right?
Yeah, but like
So like right there you go. That's there's 3,500 tickets. She gets a nice plushie, and
dude,
she's happy. There you go.
I go, no, Jesus Christ. I don't think I've ever actually, since I was probably like 15, I don't think I've ever actually really collected my tickets. I usually just give them to some
Well,
kid
good
standing
for
there.
you.
give
Just
them to
because,
a kid.
just because those fucking things.
A fucking missionary
those
we
yeah.
have with
fucking
us.
things.
What a
nothing
good guy.
ever good. There's nothing ever good from those stupid machines.
Jesse,
That's
do you
true.
keep
They
your
are- they-
tickets from the arcade or not?
It depends on how much I get. If there's like something cool, then I'll save up.
Yep, that's
if,
the way to
if
go.
you're aiming for something, you'll
I
save
went.
them
I
up. That's
saved all
fine.
my tickets one summer when my parents had the boat in LBI and Fantasy Island. That arcade is where they had a Nintendo DS for 114,000 tickets, and damn it, I came close.
Did you really?
Yeah, one summer I got 112. I was 2,000 off. I was like, you guys can't. Like, look how close.
Damn.
Like, sorry, there's nothing we can do. I was like, what if I paid you the rest? Like,
Right.
How much do you think it would like the money per ticket versus actually buying it? What do you think the ratio is?
I'm not entirely sure. I'm sure that
how good
like
you are at
yeah,
those
it depends
games,
on like I hit a couple jackpots too. You know what I mean? So I'm not entirely sure, but I definitely don't like at the time Nintendo DS were like $250. I definitely did not spend $250 in an arcade that summer because I did not have that money.
I would have bought a Nintendo DS.
I did exactly. I wouldn't have just been like, this is a good idea.
I wouldn't have been bumming around that arcade.
Yeah.
Getting really good at coin toss.
I would have been walking around on my DS chat and seeing if somebody pops up and then start sending them drawings. You ever do that as a kid?
Here's a picture
The
of a
Nintendo,
butt.
the old school Nintendo DSs admitted Wi-Fi.
Specifically,
So,
my butt.
Two Nintendo DSs could see each
Kinda like
other,
PictoChat,
and you can
yeah.
send PictoChat to each other or just
I
message
know
each
Jess
other.
knows about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I would always I would like just randomly put it on to see if maybe like my next door neighbor.
Yes, okay.
Never.
Yeah. I would walk around and it's like sometimes like you'd see someone pop up and then immediately you just start sending them
You're standing
dick pics.
outside their house sending dick pics. Here's
are
Lola
you?
Bunny.
Or
You
like,
just
or
open
like-
the shade. There's just Pat standing
or,
there.
or like me
Check your DS.
or like when you're in homeroom in like 6th or 7th grade and everybody's got their DS out sending each other like horrible fuck you because we thought that was funny.
That's what Catholic school was like.
Yeah.
It's like when
Wow.
you're on a plane and you're just airdropping to other people like stupid ass photos. It's one of my favorite things.
2 people I know in my life have been airdropped dick pics from
I'm not airdropping dick pics on a plane. Usually it's frogs. What is frog? I'll take a picture of
Oh,
like.
so you're a MILF. You're man, I love frogs.
Man,
Man,
I love frogs.
No, I had my phone named like Frog Pics 1000 one time, and then like I was on a flight, and I had pre-saved like 50 different frogs.
Mike, I love you.
There were some people that like just let me send at least like 10 to 15 before then they started declining. I was like, you're getting what I'm advertising here.
whether you like it or not, you're gonna see my frogs.
I'm gonna try that.
It's really fun, dude.
Actually,
Were
before
they
we
like
move
cute
on,
frogs, or were they,
they were
just like
just
random?
like, you know, like tree frogs, bullfrogs,
Okay.
like every kind. I don't
All kinds of
frogs.
I don't
Okay.
discriminate.
before we move on to main topic, before we move on to Free Guy, piggybacking off flights, I have a flight in October.
Do it with the frogs.
I'm gonna for sure. That's
Report
definitely
back.
happening. The other thing is I might not have a flight in October because I also read over the weekend that if Florida was a foreign country,
Yeah.
we would put a travel ban on them because of their COVID surges. And I don't think I want to go to a theme park in the middle of the fall when COVID is surging.
Yeah.
That being said, their population is 60% fully vaccinated at this point.
Oh,
so
well,
I'll
that's
get
more than I thought.
Yeah,
Good
so
for
I'll
them.
give it one more month and see where they're at before I
Yeah.
decide if I cancel my plans.
No, their like new COVID like daily cases are literally 10 times as bad as ours right now.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's we don't need to say any more about
Right,
that.
right, but like it's significant. Like it's not like, oh, we're at 1,000 and they're at 3,000.
No,
it's like,
yeah.
we're at like 1,000, they're at like 15.
No, they're like embarrassing us type
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
vibes.
You're bringing
They're-
the whole class
Yeah,
down.
they're
Like,
bringing the
they
whole
ruined the
curve down.
curve.
They're
yeah,
ruining
yeah,
the
they're
curve.
bringing the fucking curve down.
Will there be extra credit? That's Florida right now.
Yeah, and Florida. Fuck, I really don't want
Dude,
to talk
Florida
about this.
gave up. Florida's dropping out.
Florida was like, you know what? Never mind.
And like probably the place with the most condensed old people,
Yeah.
like in the
Yeah.
entire country.
Yeah, 100%.
They look like Willy Wonka's or Charlie Bucket's grandparents' bed in Florida.
Every household,
that's what
every
Florida looks
household
like.
has a full bed right in the middle
Like
with
sardines.
4 grandparents.
It's like an
packed in.
iguana or two that just slithers in occasionally.
Oh, I thought that was Grandma.
She got eaten by a crocodile.
Just as scaly as Grandma, baking in the sun.
They're both cold blooded.
It's got to be something in the water down there. All right, so
Yeah,
COVID.
actually, there's whatever it is. It's like some bloom that's killing all the algae. You can't go swimming in Florida right now because there's a bloom killing all the coral
I
reef.
promise you, people are proud. They ain't telling me I can't swim. In.
Well, that's true. Yeah, but you're
How
not.
come
you're not,
they
you're
ain't
not
tell us
supposed
about
to.
Can I
COVID?
shoot this bloom?
How come they ain't tell us about COVID's 1 through 18, huh?
I'm gonna shoot this bloom.
All right. Main topic. Free Guy.
Free guy.
Free guy.
Non-spoiler spoilers. Did you want to see this?
It's out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw like the trailer for the first time like the other day. I
Boom,
didn't
we
know
are
it was
topical,
out.
Boom.
folks.
Boom.
We're on top of.
All right, we
those.
won't try to ruin it too much for you.
Everybody dies instantly. That's it.
Movie over.
Okay, so just to
Free guy.
start once again, not a positive theater experience.
Oh
Jesus
no.
Christ!
It
What
was
is-
not that bad.
Stop going to that theater.
There was one issue.
This sounds like a you problem because I went to the theaters and had a totally normal experience.
I went to this theater and it wasn't packed. There wasn't like noisy or loud
Which one
people
was
or
it?
anything. We went to Linden,
Okay.
Dolby and Linden.
Shout out Linden.
Yeah.
AMC.
So I don't know if it's a
Aviation 12.
feature or like what the fuck was going on, but I walked into the theater as the movie was starting, like that opening montage of Free City thing. And as I sat down, I tried to hit the button for like to put your feet up and stuff, and it just wasn't working. I was like, "You fucking kidding
That's
me?"
not a feature.
No.
That is a feature.
What?
That's what you
Yeah, the
pay.
reclining seats.
That's what you
I thought
pay
you
for
were
the
saying.
premium.
I don't know if
for.
that's a feature or not. Like I thought you meant like it stops working as the movie starts.
No. Yeah, yes.
you have to pay
That's what I
extra
don't know.
for it.
Is
No,
it like
that's not.
No, no,
'Cause
no,
I
it's
was
not.
I was at another AMC and I was yeah.
So that's the thing is that
Playing
like
with that shit all
I'm
night.
like you
Sounds like a
saw
fart.
we tried on every recliner trying to get to the movie.
think the power
and
might
then
have been out to
when
the
the
seats.
fucking
It was just-
lights
yeah.
when the lights came up, you know, when my phone fell in between the seats, then we were able to recline them. I was like, where the fuck was this?
I think we just needed actual light to probably figure it out. It was definitely user error. Like we were.
Okay. All right.
a
So
bunch
that,
of
so that
apes.
happened.
Yeah. Other than that, movie's good though.
Oh, so
Oh,
yeah.
so
no, it's
that
a
was
you
the only
problem.
thing.
Yeah. So movie's good though.
No Italian guys, no children.
Not
No.
yet. Oh, there were
feet,
children.
Nobody's
but
feet were out. Well, yeah, they didn't realize that they were.
I know
we'll
what
get
that
to
joke
that.
is.
We
about-
got into the theater and the first commercial that came on was Sing 2 and Alexis was like, "Is this a kids movie?" And I was like, "I don't think so." And then House of Gucci was the next
Yeah.
preview,
Oh, yeah.
and it's like murder, intrigue, sex, and it's
Jared
like,
Leto.
no, this is PG-13 at least.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're right in the middle here.
So, just to get started, box office from Thursday to Saturday, it made 28 million.
Updated.
How much?
How much did it make today?
I'm just looking at Wikipedia.
Uh-huh.
Budget was 100 to 125 million. It's now sitting pretty at 51 million.
Oh, worldwide.
Okay.
I'm assuming.
Okay,
This is
or
just
wherever
whatever
it
the-
came out, because
yeah.
what does worldwide mean in the
Tops
pandemic?
28 million at domestic box office.
Yeah, there you go.
51 global.
Okay.
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 All right, cool.
Okay.
Higher than its 15 to 20 million forecast.
So this was a thing that Disney acquired when they bought Fox.
Really?
Yeah. So
God damn, do they let you know it?
yeah, they really
Do
do.
they let you know?
So this is one of those things where Ryan Reynolds went and made Deadpool 1 and 2, and then Fox told him do whatever he wanted. So this is the product of that.
This was his passion project.
Sean Levy is the director.
Yep.
They are both executive producers on the project, I believe. I don't know who the writer is. I think Ryan Reynolds has a screenwriting credit for this because I know he got one for Deadpool 2 as well.
I don't remember seeing that in the credits, but
Stories by Matt Lieberman and Zach Penn did the screenplay.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
but Ryan Reynolds is an EP on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
100% he put this together.
I mean,
this is like
this
kind
is
of
what
like
he's doing in between Mint Mobile commercials.
Well, the other thing is that like, they kind of learned, he had to learn how to do this because I want to say Tim Pool, but what's his name? The director of Deadpool, the original one, Tim Miller. That's what it is. Tim Pool's that fucking incel. Tim Miller, Ryan Reynolds, the producer at Fox, and their editor or their visual effects artist. Oh no, the writer. I'm sorry. They leaked that. They leaked that cutscene of the Deadpool test footage in 2015,
Yeah.
which led to them getting a green light to make the movie. So this was, that was the catalyst, to this whole movie, and I think it paid off.
That was their what if.
Yeah, pretty much. What if? So, yeah, this is good though. I really like this.
It
I
was-
had,
it was really
I had a
good.
lot of fun. More fun than I thought I would. watching this.
Interesting.
I just really like that Ryan Reynolds will continue to just play the same character.
That's
just
literally
different-
what I said when
just
I walked
different
out of the movie
iterations.
theater.
It's just little tweaks to the delivery, little bits of character development here and there, or character changes here and there. But for the most part, Ryan Reynolds is
Ryan Reynolds.
from
Yep.
Van Wilder, and that's
Yep.
it.
He
That's
just
all
put
he'll
it in
ever
action
play.
movies
And
now.
I'm okay
And
with it.
I'm very much okay with that. I'll continue to go see Ryan Reynolds movies just because I just want to see Ryan Reynolds be Ryan Reynolds.
And his wife's
and
hot.
it's
Stop
hysterical.
saying his name.
Ryan Reynolds. He
I
gets a
love
quarter
Ryan
every
Reynolds.
time.
100%
R
Ryan
squared.
Reynolds.
R squared. No, I thought it was I thought it was pretty good. I mean, I could have done without some of like the romancy things with it.
When I
100%,
first saw the
100%.
There's
trailer,
no flaws, but
when I first saw the trailer for it, I was kind of like taken back, like, I don't know. But seeing that they actually put some money behind this, and it looks good and it plays well, and there's really only like a couple things that I was like, come on, like we can do without this.
Yeah.
Other than that, I did not have super high expectations for this. I didn't think this was like, I didn't think even before the good reviews, I didn't think this was going to blow me away. I thought this was going to be just okay. And I was pleasantly surprised. I was like, this is great. This is something that, we were talking about Taika Waititi in the car coming on the way back. And specifically what I say about Taika Waititi is that he is able to construct a film that is not only lighthearted and fun, but it has a lot of heart and like serious overtones. And even though he's not creatively behind this, he's just performing, I feel like this is in the same vein as that. You know what I mean? It's goofy where like there's a sign on the wall that says server room in the lobby of a major corporation.
In the lobby.
That would never be there.
Like, and go ahead.
No,
go.
It felt to me like it was like an Adam Sandler like a water boy kind of, like where it's not giving anything away, but it felt like in that era of like Anchorman, like water boy, like that kind of like, even just from like production credits, I was just waiting for him, like the one dude in all the Adam Sandler movies to like, you can do it, like while they're like having their speech at the end when they're rallying everybody. But it felt to me that it had that kind of like, like gentle romance vibe with a couple things here and there. You have like, your quirky fun Jim Carrey-esque person.
Fucking loved when he kissed her and her face
outside of the
that was hysterical.
It's like, is there even a kiss button? He figured it
out.
out.
He figured it out. But like overall, like again, like, and even Taika Waititi, is that how you pronounce his name?
Taika Waititi.
Taika Waititi. Like he was good. Like he had like really funny moments, but then there were like some jokes that he made that just didn't land. He made a joke about ass and ball cancer.
Oh,
yeah.
I was fucking dying at that.
When that joke came, it was dead silence.
Oh,
dead silence in our theater. I was like, that didn't.
Everything
land.
Taika Waititi said, I was howling at.
Oh, not everything.
Not
everything. Some of it just didn't land.
I was most excited about him. I love Taika Waititi. He's one of my all-time favorites.
Albuquerque boiled turkey.
That was funny. That was funny.
The fact that he was at 100% the whole time really disappointed me because he was a cartoon.
Well, no, that's the thing, dude.
Like you're in the real world.
He was just two-dimensional.
Well, no, there was that one. I actually thought that at first, but then I thought that like, okay, Taika Waititi's just gonna twirl his mustache the whole movie. But then he has that quiet moment with Keys. And he was just like, I want you to move up to, like, he cares about this person. He's like, I want you to be at my right hand.
Self-interest.
Right.
Yeah, that's what it is.
But my whole thing is like,
he wants to promote him to then hide a little bit more of the programming.
Right.
Built
I mean,
in there.
I kind of took that more as like, I get like the whole cartoony villain thing would kind of overshadow that because that's what they end up focusing on, and that's what it ends up being. But that quieter moment in the beginning made it seem like he was more dimensional than that, where it's like, okay, he stole this, but he still wants to, be a friend.
That one
which,
scene
like, in what world would those two people be friends?
It's not about being a friend.
The fact that he was like, oh, I don't have to pay you more, fine. Like, he's not being a friend. He
wants him to be.
Yeah, but I would also say that too.
What he did.
Fair enough. I would also say that too. Like, okay, I'm gonna pay you more.
He doesn't have his interest at heart. He wants him, as he said several times, without it for the reason we'll get into later. But he's like, he wants him, and he wants to keep him close. Keep your enemies close.
Sit by the side of the emperor.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
There was things like that where it's like it took me out of it. The real world, I felt like a lot of the dialogue sucked in the real world, where it's like Joe Keery saying, "Oh, I write in zeros and ones," and it's like a secret language. It's like. That was written by somebody who has no idea about programming.
No idea what coding is.
There was
no clue what coding is.
The entire element of technology in this film, you just have to,
you turn your brain off.
Your brain off.
I don't think it's one of those movies where it's not a video game movie, but it's a movie that tries to celebrate the culture. And sometimes it does, because there's some famous streamers that pop up, which was a nice surprise.
That was cool. That was really cool.
Yeah.
It made it feel real.
They did it better than Ready Player One.
Yeah.
I think like this did a lot of like hearkening towards that kind of like, you know,
The
vibe.
Halo tank.
Yeah, the Halo tank. Like
Yeah.
The portal gun.
It had a couple things that was like, we're not gonna over inundate you with like, here's every single like, you know, little Easter egg that we've put in every little video game, like in the little corner over there you saw for half a second this. Like they just did it a couple times and they really called it out, like with the Mega Buster, things like that. I think that worked perfectly.
Should we go into some of the more high profile weapons that he ends up using? Because there's no fucking way that ending's possible if Disney didn't buy this and change the ending.
And
there's
I
no
read-
way that is available to them.
I was reading a little bit as to like they had to refilm and reshoot after like a lot of post things, and a lot of because of Ryan Reynolds' improv. When he was doing Deadpool, they had a mask on. It was fine. You just put audio over it. For this, they were like, "Fuck!" Like he's doing the same thing, and it's really good, and we want to put it in. But
Yeah.
like we would have to literally reshoot. The
There was a
scene.
couple jokes that they had to take out of Deadpool, and they just ADR'd something else in its place because they were like, Ryan, you're too fucked up.
Yeah.
But did they confirm that they changed the ending? Because all right, what spoilers? Captain America's shield, the Hulk's fist, and Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber are the final 3 weapons.
Which
Well,
don't get me wrong. The ending could still happen if it wasn't for Disney. It just couldn't be those 3 things.
yeah, exactly. But like the whole joke was like, is that a lightsaber? And even Taika Waititi was like, is that a lightsaber?
Yeah, it
You
made
know?
the ending better.
Yeah.
And then you have Chris Evans watching, who's
you
like,
think
"What
it made
the
it better?
fuck?"
I thought it was.
I thought the Chris Evans insert was fucking hilarious.
Chris
I thought
Evans
that was
insert
funny,
was
yeah.
hysterical, but being like back to back, hey,
Yeah.
take a look at all of the properties we own. It was just
Felt like
literally
Space Jam.
It felt like Space Jam. It felt like
no,
you know, throwing
it
my
was
dick
so
out on
much
the
better
table.
than Space Jam. Space Jam was just like, look at all this shit.
That's
that we
literally
have
what
everywhere.
they did in that scene.
When it first happened,
they definitely did it better. However, like I will say, like do we need the shield and then the Hulk and then the lightsaber? Probably
Exactly.
not. We could have done with maybe 2 of them. We didn't need both of them. However, the lightsaber, even if it was just the lightsaber, I would have thought it was hysterical.
That's
because that was really
I think
funny.
it was one thing. You do a little reference, fun for the audience. You move on.
You sprinkle
Not
it.
back
Right,
to
you
back,
sprinkle
and then
it.
there
no,
was
Captain
the,
America shield, Chris Evans cutaway, good.
funny.
Yeah.
Very funny.
What was the unicorn thing? Was that from
Fortnite.
Fortnite,
Fortnite.
and then
Yeah,
the
that's
portal
Fortnite.
gun.
Yeah.
Like it was way too much all at once.
Also for the fact that it's like there's a big gap. Like you know, in the very beginning of the movie, he uses the jump shoes and then he uses the bubble thing. That's it. It is not brought up again until, you know, he's fighting somebody else. I mean, to be fair, he's not really fighting other people too much outside of his leveling arc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he's not using
But
any
also-
items throughout the rest
but
of
also- remember he got rebooted.
specifically so that he didn't have to hurt anybody.
He got
But yeah, he
rebooted,
did get
though,
rebooted.
you know?
Yeah,
So-
What does that
but
have to do with-
still,
He loses
it's-
all his gear. The shoes, you weren't there when you walked in late. Those shoes he was originally trying to buy, and they were $200, and he went to the ATM,
Oh,
and
and
it
he
said
like, no.
183. He was like, damn, it's so close. And then later on, he buys the shoes because that's actually a player upgrade, and that's what gives him
Yeah.
the jump. So, like, when they reboot him, he doesn't have any of that gear anymore. He's got no more of that
No,
loot.
but
Reboot
what-
happened
but he
like
still
an
has
hour
the-
and a half into the movie.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
they show that when he's being chased by the rabbit and keys, and then they
then
do
never
not
again.
show any single thing with him doing any other weapons. Up until
No.
later on, there's the Mega Buster when he's fighting in that Channing Tatum's like fortress, and then at the very end here, like it's just like it felt very like it almost felt like that was introduced so they could deliberately put properties of other weapons into it.
Probably,
Probably. I'm not gonna doubt it.
but it doesn't upset me.
Well, Just
I felt
being
it
that
felt
you brought it up,
shoehorned.
Channing Tatum was probably my favorite part of the whole
Oh, that was so great because
Mom,
like
that's
he
my
shows
special sock.
he shows
Don't
up
touch that sock.
he shows up on the screen first, and I just go that
Channing
that's
Tatum.
Channing Tatum,
Yeah,
and then
it's
later on
Channing Tatum.
it is
It
Channing
is Channing
Tatum.
Tatum.
And it makes sense because Channing Tatum
Step up.
he like has a special contract with Fox, has had for a couple of years, so it makes sense that he would show up in supporting roles in these movies.
He was great. Like his comedy chops are great.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Oh, he's hysterical.
He's a-
I do love how even like whoever made the people making this movie were just basically they still only have like a very two-dimensional view of a lot of video gamers. Like they put some streamers in there, which was cool, but the guy who was controlling Channing Tatum is this apparently streamer who has a ton of
Big
viewers, big streamer, but who's still living with his mom, whose mom is like
eating
vacuuming,
Twizzlers.
That's
eating
what Pat
Twizzlers,
said.
yeah.
Pat was like, It's like anybody getting this amount of views and eyes on any of this happening is making so much money.
Is making so much money, or like living in one of those like streamer houses, or like something
Yeah.
like
Or
that.
like,
you
is
know?
I would
at
like to
least
see that.
easy
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the
yeah.
eyes, you know?
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Right.
I'm
Because, like,
sorry,
he was-
but
he was-
Amarath doesn't get her viewership from her gamer skills.
No.
Like,
However, does Shroud get his viewership for his looks?
I mean, his
100%
looks
not.
his looks definitely help, dude. He's not ugly.
He's not
that dude,
hideous.
that character, I would describe
I
as
get,
ugly.
I get what you're saying. It's like they went out of their way to find like
weird
nerdy,
dude.
nerdy guy.
Yeah.
Mom basement dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you have that big of a following, that ain't happening.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. I love the merchant in the beginning. She's like, hey, you want to go on a date? She's like, no, I don't want to see the inside of your mom's basement. He's like, oh, you got jokes. And she puts the gun up to his throat.
Yeah.
I was like, that's cool. I liked it. This happened in the old studio.
Yeah.
Lock it in.
Damn.
Lock it in.
You
Yeah, I
let
know, I know to lock it in, but it comes loose. It happens.
Okay.
It's all right.
Yeah.
We'll be okay.
We'll be all right.
Improvise, adapt, overcome.
Yeah. Violence.
I know we touched on it before, but the romance plot was so terrible.
Horrible.
That
was
That's why I
horrible.
think it felt like an early 2000s Adam Sandler
We
movie.
said they were gonna
Yeah.
get hit by a car in the street.
Yeah,
at the
dude,
end.
I
at the
said
very
the
end.
same thing. I thought the same thing. It was like, come on, hit him.
I was
Hit
like,
him.
well, I'm waiting for them to like go kiss in the middle of the road, but there was so many elements of it with the romance thing that just felt rom-com.
Yeah.
Like it
Yeah.
just felt like another Ryan Reynolds rom-com.
And like I understand like that was sort of the vehicle for the AI learning. The AI saw you. That's how the AI learned. You can come up with a way better way
Well,
to show
even-
that the AI is learning.
I don't mind that romance plot. The reality
Yeah.
world, just take that
No,
out.
no. Yeah, exactly. What I'm saying is like that. Like you don't need any romance necessarily in the real world to get the plot moving
Yep.
forward. Yeah, you can just do it in the game, and that's fine.
Yeah,
it
you know,
did
you
not
don't-
need to be
That little the bow at the end of the movie, all it had to be was Ryan Reynolds and Lil Rel, reuniting. There's your finale. You don't need the kiss.
I just remember when they were doing the IGN interview about Life Cycle or whatever their game was
Oh,
called.
yeah.
They're like, you guys are close.
So they're
aren't
like,
ya?"
you guys, does this
What are you
become anything
saying?
else?
Yeah.
And we looked at each other and we were like, okay, so I guess we're in for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, guess
you
so.
know
We're
what?
getting a rom com. Exactly.
You
Yeah.
know what was so great? So we were sitting there watching. Guy is explaining how, we're in two different worlds. You can't live your life. Blah blah blah. I was created by somebody who, I'm a
Who
love
wrote a
letter.
love letter.
Yeah.
And then she cuts to open the video.
Plays the video.
There's a 12-year-old girl like 2 seats over from us, and just goes dumb. And I'm like, Alexis and I were like, "Fuck yeah,
Yeah.
this kid knows what she's talking about."
the little
Would you
girl.
like to be
the
on a
little girl
podcast?
knows that it's dumb.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was I could have completely done without all of that.
Yeah.
Also, the guy that I can't remember what the actor's name is, but the other guy who was a part of the team,
Yeah.
he sucked. Like he was
He's an
just,
asshole.
He just fucking sucked.
Who?
the other developer.
Yeah, the other developer who teamed
Oh,
up with
yeah.
Key. Yeah, he
Who
just
is- who
fucking
is who,
sucked.
who literally throughout the whole thing just undermines Key so he can get in close with
Antoine.
Antoine, and then at the very end is like, nah, Key is my boy.
Yeah,
like,
all of a
It's like,
sudden
was he?
just-
Was he?
Is he?
It's like, you fucking suck. You're an
Yeah.
asshole.
I wouldn't
the
want
guy
you to be my
absolutely
boy.
blew.
It was.
Like outside of that plot, it was great.
I can't-
It was
I-
great.
like,
Yeah,
I
we
felt-
are seeing a lot of negative. Overall, it was a lot of fun.
Like again, like I said, it's Ryan Reynolds, so it's fun.
I think we talked
it's
up a lot of
well
good with
done.
it.
Yeah. So it's super fun. It's hysterical, but again, you just overlook that terrible, overarching real world story, and it's a good movie.
I would have liked, I think, if not if they made it R, but if they pushed
Yeah.
that mark a bit more, because it did feel it was very like watered down, and I think it was like some of the rom-com-y elements maybe were doing that a bit, but like Ryan Reynolds, you can just let that guy go off.
We haven't
Yeah.
even talked about the final boss battle.
Final
That's
boss.
true.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Laughs
we
harder.
kind of did. We kind of did.
Catchphrase.
Catchphrase.
I didn't have time to program a catchphrase.
Wait, what
I'm
was
here
it?
for
Three
three
things.
things. He's like kicking ass.
Kicking ass, TBD,
Third thing
third
here.
thing here.
You seem very adjective right now.
What I did actually like, which I thought was funny, is
I thought
they
it was going to
made-
be Hugh Jackman, honestly.
That
I
would've
thought it
been
was
good.
going to be Hugh Jackman.
I thought it was going to be Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That would've
because
been good,
they,
too.
Like, Taika Waititi's character throughout the whole thing, like, makes a bunch of random Arnold Schwarzenegger like references.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does it
Yeah, I
like 2 or 3 times.
I only remember the one, but I'll take your word for it.
No, there's others. Like
Who is the guy in the beginning when she first gets the map?
it's just a rando.
To me, I
Just
was
a
like,
dude.
that sounds like Hugh Jackman.
Oh,
Oh, well, that's
That
the thing.
is Hugh
so that actually
Jackman.
was
Was it?
Hugh
Yes.
Jackman.
Oh,
The
okay.
people that have done cameos, Pat can pull it up. There was a bunch of voice cameos. Literally, as we were leaving the theater, I was like, Hugh Jackman, Tina Fey. There was like 2 or 3 other
weird.
John
Oh.
Krasinski.
John Krasinski. A bunch of people did random little like one-offy kind of.
That's odd.
Yeah. Why?
That's actually funny now that
They're
Hugh
friends.
Jackman-
yeah,
Okay,
that's
so
really
obviously
funny,
Channing
yeah.
Tatum, Chris Evans, Hugh Jackman. He's Hugh Jackman's online rivalry.
Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman have an online
Rivalry. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, yeah. He's Jackman has a voice cameo as the Avatar Molotov girl seeks out in the hallway.
That's
Allie.
actually really funny because he comments
Allie,
on her.
goddamn
He
it!
comments on her.
I saw
I know.
hallway.
He comments on her accent, being like, he's like, is that fake?
Oh, he's
The
The Rock.
Rock. The Rock plays.
Rock's in it?
Oh, that's a big one.
One of the bank robbers.
Oh, that makes
Oh,
sense.
okay,
Yeah.
that's cool. Now, like, was he playing them like masked up, or in just like doing? The
No,
voice?
it's just the voice. I'm pretty sure for
John Krasinski can be heard talking about his experience playing Free City during a TV interview.
Oh, he's a silhouetted guy.
Tina Fey. Oh, that's who he is.
Yeah.
Oh, with the hoodie?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Tina Fey is the mom of Keith, although she's officially vacuuming as vacuuming mom.
Yeah.
She's credited as vacuuming mom.
Oh.
Ninja, obviously.
Yep.
Maybe so.
Pokemon,
Pokemon.
Laserbeam. I don't know how to say his name.
You're just naming X-Men at this point.
Jacksepticeye?
Septic eye?
Jacksepticeye.
What is it?
Yeah, he's got like 27 million subs, so
I have
It's pretty big.
More, so.
oh, okay, cool. Well, why don't you host the show then?
Hey guys,
Alex-
welcome to Press Energy.
Alex Trebek.
Oh,
That was
yeah,
the
that
best
one was
cameo.
That was great. It was also kind of hard.
we were
because
like,
it was just like, oh,
how
my
did
they
God,
get
that
him?
hurts.
Like when did
when
this?
did they?
Yeah,
when did they film this?
Yeah.
You know, at this point, honestly, they could just use some AI to put words together
Yeah.
that he said at this point.
That's true.
They feed it every episode of Jeopardy.
Yeah, well, yeah. They have to do really is like who is, and then cut to the screens and the cast members
Yeah.
and just insert voice.
Yeah, it was good. I can't say I like it. It's one of those things where it's like, I really like it and I really enjoy it, and it's one of those awesome things. But they're gonna fucking ruin it because they already said they're doing a sequel.
Yeah. It's funny.
It's a standalone
as
original work.
Katie and I
Please
were
don't
leaving-
make it a franchise.
As Katie and I were leaving, she was just like, that was great. I thought it was fun. Please don't fucking ruin it with a sequel. Don't ruin it with a
Damn,
sequel.
that's a great take.
I was trying to like think
Hot take.
of what. Like, you know, what it could set up as a sequel, like as to like,
yeah.
it's like what, like, you know, they
He
become
comes-
too aware.
He
or
comes
something?
into the
like,
real world, like he gets a real body, and
like Space
haptic
Jam.
feedback
like
is a new thing,
Bicentennial
and-
Man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought that would evoke more emotion from you.
Yeah.
Do you not remember living in Larchwood and hearing about nothing but Bicentennial
I do
Man
remember that, yeah.
my roommate?
Yeah.
It's like I blocked it out.
Yeah. We watched it.
Dude, that's why I responded, yeah, because I remember.
That's your default. Like, yeah, we're talking about bicycle.
Magnetic. He was like, gives a magnetic performance. I was like, put it on. We watched it. It was terrible.
I want a old favorites.
Old favorites. Bicentennial Man.
I do have to complain. They're like anything dealing with like the servers,
Done.
dealing with any of that.
Yeah.
I was like, you guys are at this company, and it's like you cannot delete this character. You can't do this. You can like. They're like, we don't know what's going on. We don't know what's happening.
I mean,
Especially when
That's
suspension
a
of
pretty bad
disbelief,
game
like-
developers.
Especially when they were
no, that's-
trying to stop Guy in the first place. Instead, they go in as characters in the game rather than just going in like,
As
yeah,
a
let's
mod.
just
well, they
delete
thought
this guy.
they.
Well, then the
they
movie,
thought
they
he
couldn't
was-
do the movie if they did that.
I know.
Yeah,
and, like,
I
but
get
what I'm
that.
saying is, it's a huge suspension of like
Yeah.
belief.
They
for me.
thought that he
was
they
a
thought that he
person.
was a
He wasn't
person
an
and that he was a
NPC.
hacker. So they went in to tell him to drop the skin. You know what I mean? They don't want to ban his account immediately. So I get that.
what
wouldn't
game
ha-
developer have
I
you been?
get
Like they would
that happens
I-
in Rust. I've seen videos where people are hacking, and it's like they give you a warning.
really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
well,
a thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they don't go in with an avatar.
Yeah.
They send you
Yeah.
an email.
It's a chat.
But, you know,
But like,
However,
it's a
that would be
visual
great.
gag.
Imagine that moment in the movie. It was just like, all right, let me just send them an email. Done.
No,
All right,
again, I
great.
get it, but like throughout the whole thing, where it's like you literally, are having the villain take a fucking fire axe to servers at the end of this. Like, I get it's dramatic. I get like, but it was just like that was to me like really like I was like, guys, like there's a power button.
Yeah, just
And I know
power
it's
down.
not anticlimactic, but I think it's just both lazy writing.
She also destroyed every server but the original build, which, by the way, not how game design works.
No.
Yeah,
Also,
I partitioned this server to like specifically deal with entirety of running this one engine in a quadrant.
There are abilities like now, like Red Dead 2, for instance, right? Somebody broke the engine and was able to like free roam, and a little bit of spoilers for Red Dead 2. You leave. What state are you in that game?
Wyoming?
No, it's
I mean,
whatever it
it's
is. It's kind of like the Midwest and the South, and
because it's like
like the
Louisiana,
industrial industry too. It's really weird.
It's a lot.
Either way, there's a part of that where you get thrown out of your place and you're on like a tropical island now, right? And the way that works is like they have the world built in the engine.
Guarma.
They have the map, and then they built that small part of the game over here. You know what I
Right.
mean? So they can just drop and then you'll play
Just
with camera
teleporting
angles
your
and
still.
stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly. However, the issue here is that this is where this build of the game exists. That is like, this is where this data is accessed. You have to go to this part and build it. No, not you. That's simple, like back end. Let's just find where that is.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's not how.
I think these complaints are far too nitpicky.
I don't know. Well,
That is-
I don't think
I am nitpicking.
Yeah.
I'm not like
very
striking
much-
this movie down for that. I'm just saying,
No.
like, just an observation.
I'm
like,
super nitpicky, but I think it was very much like at the point where we're at in tech, like people generally
know.
Like the thing is, like for me, that very much pulled it out.
Yeah.
Like it's not 1990, it's not like early 2000s where you can like matrix some shit and just be like, this is the back end. Like people,
Yeah.
it's too in the know now.
Yeah.
everybody's got a
only
WordPress
thing.
site.
I do like the fact that like there was very much a theme, an overarching theme of like the video game industry, like of releasing a game too soon. Like when they were talking
That-
about
yeah.
Free City 2.
With, like, overworked developers,
overworked
everything.
developers. The game is not done. It's glitchy. It's not perfect. But guess what? We're going to launch in 3 days, whether you like it or not.
Right.
That's very much a lot of how video games
J.
are
Allen
made.
Brack. Or
Yes.
is it Alan J. Brack? Head of Blizzard.
Whatever. Then
Well, now it's
not anymore.
Stephen Allen Jacobs.
Stephen Allen Jacobs.
Stephen Allen Jacobs. That's weird that you know his name.
Oh, I know his name.
Big fan.
Mr. Crunchberry himself.
Was a big fan.
Yeah. Yeah, he clearly put it. You know who Stephen Allen Jacobs is, right? You went to
I don't know
Monmouth.
if we want to put this on the show, but
Yeah,
No, it's out there now. It's out there now. You know who Stephen Allen Jacobs is? The guy who looked like Einstein at Monmouth.
And so he
Anytime
would,
you
he
went
would
to a
go
bar-
he would go to Jersey Shore bars.
yeah.
Yeah, at Stingers.
He would be at Bar A, any Jersey City bar.
Pat,
He's there.
why are we getting it?
Well,
We're
it
making
turns
some
out he was-
accusations.
he was-
Turns out he's
Yeah,
back.
What are you
we're
talking
not
about?
making
There's
any-
a video of it, and,
I don't know
and
if-
everybody canceled him for it.
What happened? Tell me what happened.
He got caught allegedly slipping drugs into some girl's drink, like clearly on a video, like in her Snapchat, and just goes over her drink and goes like this, and clearly drops something in her drink.
Yeah. No, it was
Not
sketchy.
subtle at all.
No, it wasn't.
Now he's running
Yeah.
Blizzard.
Yeah, and
And the
guess
thing is-
what? Nobody's seen him since.
It was the
So-
secret recipe to
no.
the crunch berries.
So-
He stopped showing up.
So-
However, there's a picture of me and Stephen Allen Jacobs on the internet out there that I probably should delete.
No.
There's also we also have a
Gonna be your
video.
Jeffrey Epstein. Like,
I have a video
So what's your
of-
connection to Stephen Allen Jacobs?
of a friend of mine and I in college calling his business card
Oh,
that
yeah.
he also
He has
put
business
his
cards.
home address on, and it's the only prank phone call I've ever made that's gone for 16 minutes, and I had to hang up. Yeah, like it was fucking. We're like, hey, we're
Okay,
going to
I'm-
Stingers tonight. He's like, I'm going down to Atlantic City. It's like, listen, baby, I love you, but you hurting me. And he's just like, I'm sorry. Like, is there anything I can
I'm
do
starting to
for
remember
you?
that. It was like he couldn't bring himself to hang up the phone. He was like,
Yeah.
just too genuinely like not wanting to be a jerk about it.
Yeah, I remember being like, all right, we're gonna go. Shut the fuck up. Goodbye. Like, just yeah, he's good. You want to hit clip of the week? You got to turn up the fader. Nope. One next to it.
But yeah, Free
Yep.
Guy was fun.
Okay, we got it.
We got it.
We got
got
one
it.
solid. It's the
There we
clip of
go.
the week. That's all we
Yeah.
needed.
The 2
All right,
second
boys.
stinger.
All we need to know.
So, some context for this video. It involves drug running and
Nice.
mob mentality. Okay.
Excellent.
Like Grand Theft Auto.
Like,
Okay.
exactly.
We got a big yacht chasing a smaller yacht.
That's the
That
Coast
looks
Guard.
like
Oh,
Coast
Coast
I
Guard.
don't know if I would call this one a yacht.
And this
Oh my God, sweet.
poor
Oh,
kid.
Jesus.
The dude almost lost his legs.
It looked like you ran in.
I know. Yeah.
Now this guy's lost the plot. He's
Yeah,
out. He's
he's
like,
gone.
I'm not getting any more of the stash. This guy's like, I'm saving the job,
Yeah,
bro.
this guy's trying to do his job.
There's rocks. They have no
Oh.
shoes. That guy, they're mad. Dude, none of these guys would be on football.
These other people
Oh,
trying
no.
to stop him.
Oh, there we go.
These are not football players.
Oh, mob mentality.
Oh man, why'd they
Oh,
cut
it
it?
stops there? Oh.
Because
we
that
can't
is
show
how you do a
people-
good clip. of the
We
week.
can't show people dying on this.
Wait, is
They-
there more to this clip?
I don't know.
Did you cut
no,
it
no, no.
off?
I did not cut this up. However, I imagine they probably beat the shit out of
Yeah.
this guy.
And took the
God
bag.
damn. And took the bag.
the bag,
And
yeah.
ran.
Yeah, it's like one punch at him, one punch in the bag, and put that in your pocket.
I wonder what happened
just see people
to this
walking
guy
with
though.
white
So like,
powder under
I
their
like this
nose.
is he gets off and he's just like, I am fucking out. He
Oh, yeah,
runs
he-
one way, he
he's
runs
like,
the
"Fuck,
other
what do I
way.
do?" He also changes directions
You
8
take the
times.
shirt
You zigzag,
He's a
baby.
bee. He's
I like
going
this.
back
Like
and
this
forth.
guy, I don't know what happened though. He's just like,
He also can't run
He's
for
like,
shit.
damn man, I zigged
Well,
when
it's
I
a
should have
rock.
zagged.
He's running through pebbles.
Yeah, he shouldn't have stiff armed that chick in the bikini. That's what did him in.
Yeah.
But all the other guys got to do, take his shirt and shoes off and just like sit down on a beach towel. Just blend
lay
right
down.
in.
Honestly, yeah, like
I don't know. I feel like all eyes are on you at some point, but
Nah,
you
this
might
guy's
be
causing
right.
The other guy with the
Oh,
bag.
oh, the
Yeah.
other guy. The other guy.
Yeah, the first guy.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm sorry, they're already on the beach. I want to see the boat. I want to see the wonderful beach landing they did. Let's see.
this guy gets himself hit.
Yeah. Yeah. All he had to do
He
was just
actually
run
didn't
the
even
other
get
way.
hit. He fell at the right time.
Right.
Good for him. But yeah, like this other guy, it'd be funny if we see him coming
that-
in.
Yeah,
with
he
just
ran
coming in and
if
he
the
starts
bow
attacking.
of that boat ran over that guy's legs, this would be a totally different video.
Oh, 100. We
And those
wouldn't be
guys
able to
would
show it.
literally be ripped limb from limb.
We wouldn't be showing this. Now, does the Coast Guard? Are they able to come on shore
Yeah, where-
here?
where-
Like,
Yeah.
where are they?
Yeah,
at this
but doesn't
point?
matter.
Like,
Mob
I'm hearing
mentality, baby.
They
sirens.
can't run their ship aground. They
Into
can't.
a crowd of
no.
people.
What I'm
can't
saying
scuttle
is,
their
can
boat.
someone drop down and get to shore?
Yeah,
Probably
to
not
go
fast
chase the
enough.
eventually
guy?
they will.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
I
a much
also-
bigger boat. So like
But
they
now
can't-
it's
I am
also
also
like a
hearing
police
sirens,
problem. You know what I
yeah.
mean? They
I'm
probably
hearing
already
sirens.
communicated where they're
hey,
landing.
we're coming
to-
in.
Yeah.
We're here.
You know.
They're gonna crash ground.
Which, by the
here.
way, I figured out how to scuttle the boat and Sea of Thieves through the menu, so we don't get caught on rocks anymore. Anyway, yeah, they're definitely talking to the cops on the shore for sure. I don't know where this is or what's going on, but I saw it and I was like, this is perfect. I was like, this is good for us. It's short, it's sweet, and it has a happy ending.
I had a good time.
You know, a beginning, a middle, and an end.
He should have just stood still.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it! I don't want the. This is what I
You know
want.
what? We can watch it again.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay, fine. We'll watch it again. Oh man.
Love how he's telling people to move.
Yeah.
Cabrone.
Dumbass.
Bitch.
Didn't realize that the first time.
No balls.
I love how they're both changing directions.
Oh God.
I think he's
Oh,
seeing the
what a
cops,
dodge!
like,
I just realized that was
Watch
a pretty
this. Watch
good
this. He
duck.
stiff arms the chick in the
Yeah.
bikini, and that's just where it all goes
Yeah.
wrong. He could have moved away. He could have juked her and would have had
Yeah,
no
and he
problems.
wouldn't have had lost that momentum.
Yeah,
He could
yeah.
have just pretended to have a gun.
He could have also just thrown an elbow at her.
Yeah.
You know, this
Also, like, I guess I understand.
probably not the best take to be giving this guy tips on where. All right, let's
Bring it
pull up the
down,
black
all
boy.
right.
All right, so
Oh, I wish we had like you know,
the
the
drawing.
sports.
Yeah.
Like, I understand like mom mentality, like, you know, everyone dogpile or whatever. But I feel like I would just be like, I don't want any part of it.
No.
Like, if
That's-
he's running, go run. That's
your
not
like,
my
that's
problem.
your like New York, New Jersey attitude.
I
Yeah.
guess, yeah. It's just
Have you
like
seen the
not my
videos?
this
business,
is like
not my problem.
I am not having another fucking drug dealer
I
ruin
guess.
my beach day.
I
Yeah,
guess
it's also in
the
America.
10th time today.
the culture in America, it's easier to beat the shit out of someone in front of 10,000 people than it is in front of 2 people. because in front of 1,000 people, they'll be like,
Pat's-
well, someone will figure it out, you know?
Pat's just fight club.
Also, have you guys seen the videos of like? There's a lot of like motorcycle hijackings and robberies in Central America, and there's so many videos that I see on Reddit where somebody will like pull up on a motorcycle and rob somebody, and everybody else on the block is like, no, nuh-uh, not today.
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
the police are ineffective.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
they
you
have to
have
take
to, like,
matters into their own
self-govern.
hands. Okay.
That's why you got to take that sawed-off shotgun and kneecap them.
Holy shit! Wait now.
Yeah. Okay. And that right there was the end of the show. So thanks so much for tuning in tonight.
Don't forget the kneecap people.
Free Guy.
Free
Thumbs
Guy is
up.
good. Yeah,
Free Guy,
everybody
check it out.
out Free Guy. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Only in theaters.
What's next week?
You tell me.
I'm gonna look.
Cat
I'm gonna look.
boots.
Oh, by the way,
We could
I'm
just
at
do
the
this not on
Turnstile
the show.
concert next week.
You're
I
going to
forgot-
see Turnstile?
Yeah, I
Dude,
forgot to
nice.
tell you that.
Do you
Yeah, so
like
I won't be
Turnstile?
here. I do like Turnstile.
Where
I
are they
do.
playing?
That's regrettable.
Where the fuck are they?
Are we
playing?
doing
It's
this?
in
Should we just
Manhattan.
end the show and then have this conversation?
No, it's fine.
no,
No,
I like this. I like
Promo
this.
and turnstiles
dude.
coming up.
Hang
Where
out.
Go
are
see live
they
music. Only
That's
if you're
true.
vaccinated. Don't ruin it for everybody again.
playing?
That's what I
Irving
was worried
Plaza,
about.
New
Irving?
York. Yeah, Irving
Nice.
Plaza. And then actually, then the following week on the 29th, I'm doing my engagement photos.
Does that mean you're not going to be
So
on the next two shows?
The next two shows I will be missing.
Thank
Sorry.
you for coming
Yeah.
in for one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What can I
That's it.
say? I'm here.
I
Great.
think
I'm here
were
to
you here?
support.
Were you here for like 3 shows total this month?
This month. This is my first show. I think this is my first show.
Okay, so this is your only show this month.
yeah, this is my only show for
Wow.
the month of August.
August is
Yeah.
busy for me,
What?
man.
Yeah, it's
Sorry,
been
I'm
it's
booked
been a
for
rough month.
Yeah,
Rough month.
next week we have 2 game nights booked, so
Ooh.
you're missing. You're gonna
Okay.
miss out.
Oh, sorry, man.
So-
What can I
You
say?
coming back? You'll get a mic next week.
I'll be here.
You can have
Fuck
my mic.
yeah! All right, we'll see you next week, bitches.
I won't, but later.